Pisces, love and light to all here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and all of you enjoy this period. Wow, coming through right off the bat. Dear Pisces, I'm hearing Capricorn, Gemini, I'm hearing as well. It was funny because I jumped into the Gemini reading originally, and it's funny because I'm seeing 3 seconds here on the clock for you. When I first jumped into the spread, I looked straight up there and I saw 3. It's 21 seconds right there, reducing down to 3. 2 plus 1, 3. And then I'm looking here in the stack that I'm kind of bringing back together. I'm looking at the Lovers, the third card. Well, this is the number 3 again, related to Gemini, the third sign in the astrology wheel. Dear Pisces, you could be definitely dealing, and you came through, you could be dealing with a Gemini, or the energy associated with Gemini, and we've all got it somewhere in our chart. We've all got, let's say, a third house. We've all got Mercury, and we've all got Gemini cusping some place in our birth chart. So, you came through as well in their pick a stack. So, if you do feel guided to watch that daily predictions video for Gemini, then feel free. There could be again a focus on that sign coming through. Now, dear Pisces, welcome, welcome. This is your March 2020. This is your birthday month, Pisces. What? For real? All right. There could be a really big, I'm hearing a really big breakthrough moment for you, and around this time, and it is your solar return. So, it's not a surprise to know that there will be some major new beginnings here at play. And looking at the clock right there, 1:21, 1 minute and 21 seconds, reducing it down to 1, 3, reducing it down to 4. Wow, for a number of you, it's something that you're actually you're very clear on now. I'm hearing also in terms of what you wish to communicate. Wow, so could be a focus on communication. Okay, and I hope this light doesn't fall. Okay, because the light, well, the camera fell in the Gemini reading, so yeah, there's something perhaps that might be also hearing a new beginning for you. Again, if you feel guided to watch that reading, please do. Judgment coming through here in the first week for you, Pisces. And again, this is the daily predictions reading. We'll be pulling cards for each of the days in the month of March. And I'm hearing Pisces strongly here. I'm not sure whether you could be dealing with also another Pisces, or there could be a very strong focus. Again, unsurprisingly so, this is the month of Pisces. And we've also got a lot going on here in terms of the Piscean energy, given that Mercury as well is in Pisces, and it is actually in retrograde. So things could really be coming through for a point of review here for you, Pisces, around this month. Judgment coming through in the beginning of the reading. Wow, what a way to intro the month. Okay, Judgment. Yeah, no big deal. Calm down. We're only making the decision that will really set the framework, I'm hearing, for the future now. And isn't that really what Judgment speaks of on an ideological level, right? We're making a break here. I'm hearing that specifically from what has felt like pain. I'm hearing that for a number of you, like someone's making a decision, I'm hearing, in this way to completely, I'm hearing to dance around. I'm hearing the fire now. I don't know what that's only for. You're actually making a statement. Okay, 7 of Wands coming through around the 2nd of the month of March. Around the 3rd, we got the Father of Wands. Wow, it's very exciting. You're leading in with a decision. You're moving into a really strong period, I'm hearing, of fertility. I'm hearing that as well. Right off the bat, yeah. No, someone is very, very much on fleek, I'm hearing as well around this time. If you are a water sign, if you got a lot of water in your chart, Pisces, okay? Or if you're a cross watcher, I'm emphasizing that because let's say you could be a cross watcher, but if you are the Pisces, or let's say you've got a lot of water in your chart, there's something that you're actually, it's like, I'm hearing there's friction here with the Father of Wands, but in a good way. It's like almost as if there is this surge of also excitement. I'm hearing regenerative energies where you start to actually see things. I'm hearing it has to do with happiness, the concept of happiness around the 3rd of, and there we go again, the number 3 of the month of March. And March is the number 3 as well, right? March. Here, the third month of the year now. So for a number of you, this is actually a playful sort of dynamic, maybe even that you start to really get into. I'm hearing just joking here with the Father of Wands, and I'll take it as you will, but again, if you're even a Pisces or a water sign, there could be this very strong, I'm hearing poser. I don't know what that's with the Father of Wands. For a number of you, there is a very strong, though, emphasis on the element even of fire and or playfulness yet again. Around the 4th, let's jump into the 4th. 9 of Wands, okay. I'm hearing see, I told you so. Here around the 9 of Wands, I'm right. Around the 4th, for a number of you, you're leading into the Pisces. I'm hearing, I'm hearing, I'm hearing F is for flirting, okay, in March. Yeah, February, okay, starts with an F, but no, that was nothing compared to what we're gonna really be moving into the space of here around the first week of the month. For a number, you're on freaking fire. There's something that you're actually, I'm hearing flirting. I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces. It's something maybe even that is an idea, it's a project that you're this could even just be the energy space that you move into, and you see something really growing. Even it could be attraction for no. Yeah, you know what? Let's put the duck down. Pisces, you're freaking turned on here on this time. That's something, okay? And it's by way of this clarity that you kind of you reach a point of clarity, and that's kind of what perhaps even makes you feel that there is an openness when it comes to even the physical realm of things. Maybe someone makes something clear even, and you find like, wow, I'm really glad that was made clear, because now I feel like I can actually focus on this space, whatever it is. Maybe it's something that you make a decision to actually pursue. Let's jump into the tail end of the week, of the first week of March. Now you got here again, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. We got the 6th of the 4 of Cups. I'm hearing remember. Okay, 3 of Swords can be through as well. All right. Right around the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Towards the tail end of the week, we got the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Yeah, so somebody was actually, well, we're going to get into this. Okay, we're going to get into this. Now, second week, we have the Ace of Swords at the base of the Judgment card. Wow. We then move into the 5 of Wands, Pisces, around the 9th. 10th, we've got 2 cards that are coming through for you. Temperance and the 8 of Swords. 11th, we got the 7 of Swords. 12th, wow. Okay, the 5 Pentacles flipped over on top of the 7 of Swords. Somebody, like, doesn't want to make a big deal out of something. What's that about? Or somebody, I'm hearing there's a little bit, I don't know what this is alluding to for a number of you, but with the Father of Wands, I'm hearing there's a little bit of animosity, perhaps. I don't know, maybe someone's like, well, I don't want to get involved in that. Okay, so maybe someone feels, or they, somebody wants, okay, oh, got it. So somebody wants to present something. This is related to the energy of the Father of Wands. I'm hearing that has come through around the beginning of the month, the first week of the month. Somebody wants to maybe even, they want, I'm hearing breeder with the Father wants. Somebody wants to present something. Someone could be dealing with they could have a lot of Sagittarius in the chart, where there could be an activation or an emphasis on that archetype. But somebody, like, maybe they feel or they fear that there is a lot of, I'm hearing examination. Someone feels like something is going to be judged. I don't know what. They're like, okay, maybe they want to present something and they're like, how would they take that? Okay, I'm hearing it in that way. Now, this is around the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, 11th. 12th, we've got the 10 of Cups. 13th, we've got the Daughter of Cups. Someone's very eager to move into something. There's a real quick shift here towards the tail end of the second part of the week. Whoa, Pisces, for real? Son of Cups coming through with the Daughter of Cups towards the tail end. Something is real clear. This is for a number of Pisces. There's no question. Wow, I just flipped over the whole stack. It's almost as if somebody has actually they've moved into a whole, I'm hearing they've also moved on. They've moved into a new space here with the star. This is something guided. Someone feels like guided to move into a certain space. For a number of you, someone has actually moved on to you. I'm hearing as well in this way, where they've moved into the space of making something very clear in terms of their interest. And I'm seeing someone like repetitively trying to get even I'm hearing your name. I don't know what that's about. Someone has perhaps even had their eye on you, but they were so intimidated. As a number of you, Pisces. They were so intimidated. I'm hearing, are they single? Maybe they even, like, they were really wondering. They're like, do they see me like that? I'm hearing as well, maybe that was what was holding this person back. Perhaps in the past, I'm seeing that maybe they found some sort of information out here with the Judgment card leading into the beginning of the month, where they're like, okay, well, now that's clear. Now I understand also the space that I'm working with. I'm hearing braided their hair. Someone wanted to, okay, here comes the Son of Pentacles. Now this archetype came through strongly in the Gemini reading, and it was actually related to the archetype of Taurus. In that reading I was getting, there's a very strong focus on the archetype of Taurus. Wow, you guys, Pisces, come on. It is your birthday month, I know. But the star is splitting from the 2 of Cups. Come on. I'm hearing the letter B. I'm hearing braided with the 8 of Pentacles. Remember, this is a long cycle here, journey with with the past. I'm hearing even past lives here with the Eight of Cups and the Son of Cups that connects to the Daughter of Cups through the Eight of Pentacles. This is a connection for a number of you. I'm seeing stars here. I'm hearing there was no too late, okay? Because in this connection, time doesn't exist. This is a matter of we're right on time in every moment, even when we're not presenting anything at all. Honk going off right there. Maybe even someone has confirmation of some kind of space here with someone. They feel like something actually has been created as a portal. I'm hearing in this way for opportunity to take whatever the space is to the next level. For a number of you, you're committing to someone. Maybe even someone is committing to you. Maybe someone is actually coming through and they're calling something out. Like if someone has met you, Pisces, and they felt a very strong connection in the past, but they didn't say anything about that, they're coming through here now, baby. I'm hearing especially towards the tail end of the second week. I'm hearing the 14th especially. I'm hearing the 12th, the 13th even. For a number of you, this is something that I'm hearing, wow, I'm hearing that song, 'cause time, oh dear, goes by. Oh baby, I'm hearing I wasn't ready to braid your hair, but now I am. I'm hearing, and you know what? Up until this point, I only had myself to blame. I'm hearing that with the Fool. I'm hearing the Tower as well, the Four Swords. Somebody was like, they felt like there was a very also strong level of pressure. I'm hearing that was a little bit when it came down to it. But what's interesting is that, well, they also don't call it that. Okay, whatever this space may be. It's like, well, it's pressure, but it's not. It's like, do we really say that the baby wanting to be birthed is pressure? Okay, we're not really under pressure. We're more recognizing the pressure that inevitably will be presenting something. I'm not sure what that's going to like. Someone felt like, well, I knew that it would eventually, once again, I'm hearing there's no one to blame. Maybe if someone, again, like they didn't come out with something, there's a reason for that. And maybe they knew that. It's, again, like divine timing. But there's something of a space of pressure. But it's not pressure. Again, I'm back and emphasize that. This is not you got here, the Fool mirroring the star. This is like, and the Fool staring straight at the star. This is not a matter of communication that someone felt like I couldn't communicate this necessarily, or I couldn't come out with this. I'm hearing 'cause you left me out to dry. What's that song? The Tower coming through in reverse right here with the Fool, mirroring the Fool. Yeah. No. You got the Death card in reverse. For a number of you, someone was like, they were waiting on something. Maybe they were even silent. Okay, but it's because it's not for no sort of like, ah, well, I just... Pisces, hello to you here. Oh my, I actually recorded a reading. A few days passed by. I'm starting to upload the videos and I notice, oh my goodness, Pisces, of all readings, has gotten cut off. Okay, so it's just the most odd thing because it was like, no problem really with the, I guess, the memory on the recording device. It just there were two separate videos. One of them got totally it just cut off. So and it's your month, which is also kind of interesting. And it's funny, Pisces, because it's like, okay, we can look at this and be like, wow, that really sucks. Okay, we've got 12 out of, I think, at least 100 minutes of recording for you, Pisces. But then, we can also, possibly look at the situation and be like, all right, well, it's also maybe kind of empowering, Pisces, right? Like, at the end of the day, even if part of the reading got cut off, you can still, right, like, find certain answers within. So if we could even say that answers really do exist, Pisces, but perhaps it's actually in a way communicating that this might be a time of self-reliance, and maybe there was some facet of life in the stages, I'm hearing in this way, leading up to this point, that you were maybe relying on, or maybe it was just a really strong fixture in your world in a certain way, and possibly it comes to that point where it starts to take on sort of also a different life for you. So Pisces, be it if you're changing your ways quite dramatically, what is dramatic, but we are in your season, and so it is solar return time, you could say it in that way, and it's also Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is in Pisces, so yeah, a lot of excuse me, Pisces cycles at play. So, you know, what can we do? We can't bring things back from the past, but we can certainly manage them, right? So, again, like, part of the reading's lost. All right, well, you know, maybe some things are to kind of like allow to pass in a certain way, and what can we do with that? We go on and we continue, and even if what we thought, you know, we didn't have in the past, or that we thought we did, or that we were trying to find, or whatever it may have been, compensate for in whatever way, no judgment at all, Pisces. Perhaps we come to that point to realize, well, you know, was it really all that I considered it to be? So, Pisces, thank you for tuning in, and I don't really recall where we left off, or where the, and it's interesting, Pisces, because actually what I'm seeing is that, for a number of you, something may kind of, like, be carried out, maybe, like, it's interesting. I'm seeing from first glance, it's kind of like, oh my goodness, like, did they do that? And the way I'm seeing it is like, wow, did they do that to me? Like, would they have really done that? I'm hearing that specifically. So maybe there's some sort of situation where, like, at first glance, it's like, and we are in Mercury retrograde, so things, you know, the way that things come off may not be entirely right accurate, but anywho, what is accuracy? But you know, it's all perception. And so I'm seeing, like, somebody that, like, the first impression is, like, the immediate impression, gut instinct is like, wait, what? Is that the what? Wait, it's like maybe even, like, kind of surprising. Okay, so-called, like, impossible, like, how could that have happened? Like, how did that happen? Which is kind of like, okay, my immediate impression when I saw the second video of Pisces, it wasn't even, like, cut off. I saw it was recording everything. It's just, it shows up as gray. It's just like a gray, like, screen. So when I click on the video, so yeah, take it as you will, Pisces. Okay. Pisces, like, we're pretty good at that at this point. I think we're good at this whole taking it our own way thing. We're taking it in our own way, which is like the Pisces way. But anyway, so anyway, so yeah, it's cute. But yeah, so anyways, Pisces, like, really though, like, I'm seeing that, you know, at a first glance, again, maybe something's like, wait, oh my goodness, I'm hearing chocolate. Wait, chocolate? I'm hearing that specifically. I'm hearing, are they seeing them? I'm hearing that, so I don't know what that's only to. And then I'm seeing, like, that there is this, like, sort of shift to the way that occurrence, that circumstance, whatever, I mean, that event is kind of, or even the dynamic is kind of, like, perceived, and then it's like, wait a second, I'm seeing, like, there's a shift. It's like, what, you know, one may have considered to have happened, like, let's say, to them, or in a certain way around them, actually, like, it ends up being the inverse of that, which is actually kind of interesting. Like, wow, did they leave me? I'm here, really? Wait, was that, like, really what went down there? Like, and maybe it's like, wow, okay, I guess that's what it is, like, and I'm seeing, like, right in that moment where someone's, like, kind of about to, like, I'm hearing as well, like, complete the cycle, or to sort of culminate in a certain way, to come sort of, like, so-called full circle. I'm hearing they realize something, like, it's this feeling, Pisces, of, like, somebody looking at a painting, and, like, the whole time, like, I don't know, I'm hearing it's kind of like something they've been studying, and it could be metaphorical, take it as you will, but it's like, I'm seeing, like, again, someone, like, looking at a painting, and maybe it was, like, even, like, it was some kind of, like, I'd say I'm hearing a lesson, like, even, like, some kind of, like, even, like, a classroom that they've been in, Pisces, this vision is so surreal, oh my goodness, and, like, I'm seeing someone's, like, been looking at this painting for, like, so long. I'm hearing of their parents. Wow. I'm seeing somebody looking at a painting of their parents, like on a wall. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, and like they've been looking at this thing, but it's kind of in like, it's kind of on this like, it's like in this, it's a subtle study. I'm just hearing that. So like the way this person is even absorbing, I'm hearing as well, this experience is like in a really subtle way. It's like, what? Like I'm hearing something like, is that real? I'm hearing that again. And I'm seeing that it's almost as if Pisces, like I'm hearing like place, time, like I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyways, somebody's like, maybe even it's kind of like a mist, or like somebody's like trying, so-called mist, or somebody's trying to put the pieces like together of some kind of like puzzle. They're but it's not active. I'm hearing it's not an active sort of exploration. Okay, it's not like, I'm seeing it's almost like happening in an otherworldly sort of way. I'm hearing it in that way as well. I'm seeing though as well, like almost like even in a dreamlike state. I am kind of seeing that this is like even maybe like in a deep state of like hypnosis, Pisces. But even a vibrational level, there is maybe even like energy work here, activation absolutely taking place. But what I'm seeing for an is like, again, let's backtrack, and I'm seeing like this person there looking at this painting again. I'm hearing, I have to be really honest, I'm hearing that specifically. And I'm not saying that this is like maybe even like literal, like in the way of, let's say that there's something that someone's studying. I'm not saying that it is even happening in like the so-called conscious mind. I'm saying it's happening in the subconscious space where someone is, it's like literally when somebody, let's say, so-called dreams, they are sort of awake on a certain level, can be sometimes considered absolutely more awake than when they're, you know, passing through the day in a so-called awakened state. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm seeing like, again, somebody's like looking at this like even movie script. I'm hearing that specifically, and in a certain ways in that life, right? But anyhow, and then I'm hearing suddenly they wake up, like Pisces, like this person has been looking, I'm hearing as well, at this like long life. Wow, I'm hearing that they've lived as well for like a really long time. Like, I don't know what, take it as you will, metaphorical, however you feel guided to take it. But it's like they've been looking at like some space, and again, it may not be like directly, like I'm seeing someone's like, they're analyzing something, like someone's like, I'm hearing it in this way, and I'm seeing this way, like somebody goes to class, right? And they're like in class, but they're like having a conversation in another classroom at another time. I don't know what that's always supposed to take as well. But it's like, and they know that on this like subconscious wavelength. They're like, I know I'm over there, and then I'm here because I'm actually over there. Whoa. It's like real interesting. I'm seeing like someone who, they're like in university. Okay, like I'm back in a quote, placing quotation marks, university. They're in university. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but like I'm seeing again, someone's like at university in college even, but then when they're sitting in the class at the university, they know they're not in the class, they're in the university, but in that moment they're in the class. Wow. So there's something that, and then it's like this, and then but when they're in the class, they're kind of like, they're also like not really there. I don't know what that's alluding to, but then suddenly they kind of like, they wake up, I'm hearing in this way, and then they realize, wait, so like, yeah, I'm hearing I've been swimming. I'm hearing all along. Wow. So I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing as well, I've been home, I've been here, I've been home all along. I've been here all along. I'm here. I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces, but somebody has an epiphany or an awakening, a moment of realization. I'm hearing relapse as well, as heard this earlier as well. I'm mentioning it here. Pisces, like, it's like, what? I'm hearing whoa. And but it's interesting because I'm seeing it's not a surprise on the level of like, what? It's like, no, Pisces. It's like, I'm recognizing what I've recognized all along, just in another, I'm hearing in another conversation. Wow, I'm hearing about myself. So, Ooh, Pisces. Feeling some major pressure in the crown chakra. What? Okay. For a number of you, there's a huge activation here. There's something here. I'm seeing specifically like clear, calm. I'm hearing that specifically. Now, there could be like news as well that sort of like, again, it's like at first it's like, what? Like, this is like, is this real? I'm hearing, is this really happening? And then that sort of like, that space kind of transforms into, so I get it now. I'm hearing that, it's like exactly like that, Pisces. It's like, wait, so like the whole movie, okay, like was like, I'm hearing 7 minutes long. I'm hearing seven hours. I'm hearing 7 years. I'm hearing as well. I don't know. And then it's like, okay, wait, so hold on. Now I get it. I'm hearing, now I see really how far I've come. This is for a number, like, it's interesting. I'm seeing someone even like having watched a whole movie and like the whole way through they're like, okay, I know, like, this is just scene by scene. I'm just experiencing it scene by scene. You know, I'm not supposed to see everything in one scene at the same time. And I realize that. I realize life is a sort of, you know, translation of bits. I'm hearing as well. I don't know what I'm hearing. Parts, bits and parts. Now, and then it's really interesting. I'm hearing colloquialism. It's colloquialism. I don't know what that's going to do anyways. And it's like I'm hearing the letter B. And it's like, I'm hearing somewhere where we belong. I'm somewhere only we know. I'm hearing that song is it by Keane? Anyways, Keane. Somewhere only we know. I think it's that song. I walked along an empty street. With the back of my head. Pisces, I think those are two songs. Two separate songs. I think I just kind of like work them in together somehow. I don't know how I did that, Pisces, but they're a duet now, right? I don't know what. That's only if you take it as you will. I'm seeing like there's something maybe has also come together, has united in some way. I'm seeing the letter V now. It went from B to V, BV. Now I'm hearing A as well. Okay, big capital A, BVA. I'm hearing like Simpson capital letters. Now, Pisces, remember, this is guided. I'm hearing amber. I'm hearing AM. In the AM, I'm hearing I am. I'm hearing, are you going? Are you leaving? Yes, I am. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that's like, Pisces. I'm hearing I'm emotional. I'm hearing that as well. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing see the doctor. You gotta see the doctor. I'm hearing that specifically. But like, you know that? I don't know what. Anyways, Pisces, again, backtrack. It's like, there's something that you've even been like, well, okay, yeah, well, let's backtrack. Pisces. It's like, it's almost as if, like, again, like someone's been like watching this movie and they're like, I'm waiting. I'm hearing that something like, I'm waiting to get it. I'm hearing that something like, I'm watching this movie and I'm just waiting to understand like what the heck Willy Wonka really wants out of the stage. I'm hearing name itself, like who is Willy Wonka really? Like, it's so interesting. I'm seeing, but someone's watching a movie for the sake of understanding the director. Wow, that's real interesting, Pisces. Holy moly. Yeah, get ready. I'm here to translate like your life mission. That's what we're getting to, Pisces. That's really like, well, however you feel, right? That it really is. What is life mission? Now, that could be what you feel, or it could be what someone also communicates to you. Remember, you're talking to like a guru. I'm seeing that specifically, and like there's something that maybe even you're talking about there. Anyways, but you have some sort of like realization. Something is either like translated, it was like something really cryptic, and then it's like, oh, so you're just like cold, and you're just like you're just cold and you just need to warm up. Oh, that's so simple now. I see why you were like shivering. I don't know what that's alluding to, but again, it's like something like that. It's weird. Pisces, I'm looking at my watch. This thing like zooms in every now and then. I don't know how it happens, but sometimes it does. And it zoomed in exactly on the 3. It's 3:41 a.m. here right now. Zooms in on the 3, okay? And I'm looking as further on my watch, and it says Tuesday, the 3rd of March. We are here for you, Pisces. Spirit guides here, spirit angels abound. They brought attention to exactly this moment. Pisces. March 3rd, 3 a.m. Okay. And so we're at 333, and I'm seeing 66. as well here. 3 March is the third month of the year. So spirit guides absolutely bound here, Pisces, for you. And I'm seeing Aquarius here as well. Some of you have a train to catch. I'm hearing that specifically. I'm hearing the letter M. I'm hearing minty. I'm hearing minty fresh. I'm hearing we see each other now. I'm hearing we're seeing each other now real clearly. I'm hearing basket. The basket is woven, or they're weaving the basket, or the basket is weaving. I'm hearing that as well. I'm saying that specifically. Okay, anyways, Pisces could be a specific messenger coming through. Now, for a number of you, there's a focus on, I'm hearing like something is being birthed. I'm hearing the canal. Anyways, Carrie. I'm hearing Carrie. Carey. Anyways, okay, Pisces. Now, feel a little bit of pressure. Like, it's interesting. We have chakras all over the body, right? Energy centers, vortices of energy, all over the body, right? So-called portals. I'm feeling like on the right breast, specifically, like breast, maybe a little bit. TMI, I don't know, Pisces, but hey, okay, let's talk, let's get down to it, let's talk about it. On the right nipple, there is like, I'm seeing like, I'm hearing there is like a, there's like I'm hearing a surge. I'm hearing that specifically. There's a surge of, I'm hearing the letter M. I don't know what that's alluding to. Something, someone's like breastfeeding. I don't know, Pisces, why I'm like channeling this over right now, but hey, like, it's on the right nipple. I don't know, maybe Pisces, like someone gave birth, or maybe this is like a child. I don't know, Pisces, but anyways, let's get back, let's backtrack. Again, I'm seeing somebody, even again, they've been like watching this movie and they're like, where the hell am I? Like, the whole time, Pisces, they're watching this movie, they're thinking, like, where the heck also am I going? Where am I? And that's one thing. Yeah, please. I'm hearing, please, Mr. Postman. Like, someone's like, I'm seeing, like, even waiting for the mail to come every day. They're like, well, Postman, do you have the answer? They're like waiting for the answer somewhere. They're like, please. What the hell am I also creating? I'm hearing that as well. So maybe for others, like, there's been this like mystery looming. Like, someone's like, I don't know. I'm hearing, is it working? Like, maybe also there's something they're not, as they might feel it, like, really even allowed to understand yet. Wow. So for a number of you, it's like, there's just been like this whole, also like stream of consciousness that has been like sort of like a story unfolding. And again, on one level, okay, of hyper sort of consciousness, there has been like an understanding. It's like, well, I know what this is. I understand. I'm very much aware. Not for, I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces. Always, however you feel guided. Let's clear the energy though. For a number of you, there is a very strong focus on clearing as well. Now, Pisces, for another number of you though, but then, okay, well, then it gets to the point where it's like, all of a sudden, I'm hearing this specifically. They're holding the door open. And what was not understood at a certain point in time is now seen, I'm hearing, as what it would portend to. I'm hearing that, like, someone sees, like, the last scene of a movie, and they're like, I got it. I'm hearing that, they're like, I get it. Now let's clear the energy again, Pisces. I'm hearing, so I'm coming home. I'm hearing that specifically. Now, it's interesting. I'm looking at the keyboard here, like, frequently throughout this little channeling here. I'm seeing, like, specifically, like, certain letters, like, jumping out. And then I'm seeing these two, like, it's like, you know, the colon, the semicolon. I'm seeing that right here is, like, it's, like, flashing. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but there's, like, sort of parallelism there, right, with a colon. It's not the semicolon now. The keyboard, like, can resemble communication, but of a cryptic nature, right? It's not like we're speaking. It's not like I'm saying, like, hello, but if somebody's typing, right, there is that sort of, like, communication. So it is a translation of actually a translation. What are words? What are, like, thought forms? And how do we sort of take that from a space of also just impulse, right, on an energetic level, you know, of communication, and be that with ourselves, and then with our higher selves, I'm here as well, and then the further communication of that through actual words. In other words, it's like, what's the role of language, right? To sort of translate what it is that we communicate with ourselves, perhaps on a certain level, or what we have communicated, where we communicate with our higher self to another. So take it as you will. I know it's been upside Pisces, but take it as you will. All right, yet again. Now, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure on my left shoulder. Now, let's backtrack. For a number of you, again, it's like, there's something that I'm hearing you've also been, like, playing with. Maybe it's an idea. It could be some sort of idea. It could be something that you've been like kind of even placing. Maybe for you're like, where do I put this thing? Like, you've been like really kind of thinking, like considering like, you know, I'm hearing this in this way, Pisces. I'm just waiting for the click. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing it specifically in this way. Like, I'm just waiting for the click. And I'm feeling the right knee as well. I don't know what those are two. Now, for a number of you, it's like, I'm hearing I'm hearing you're really making it. I'm hearing clear. Now, I'm hearing as well in this way for a number of you, Pisces, like something, you know, I'm saying like I'm hearing you're coming home. Again, I'm hearing that way, Pisces, for you. I'm not sure again what that might be alluding to, but now I'm hearing I'm just hearing I'm dancing and I'm dreaming. I'm hearing of my I'm hearing my I'm hearing my CD. Oh, okay. So this is for a number of you. You've been working on something, but like it's been in a casual way. Again, like maybe in a subtle way, in an indirect way. It could even be an interest of yours, a hobby. I'm saying 23 there, 23, 22, and then 23, 23. So 28 as well. That could be a focus number for a number of you. 28 and then 29 as well. Funny. Then I look at it on the clock, 23, 32, 34. So take it as you will. There's something that they'll like, you feel like, okay, I've been like kind of like coloring the book, or like kind of like creating this space. But again, I'm hearing passively, I'm hearing organizing the pieces. Like I'm seeing someone even like compartmentalizing things. I'm hearing kind of like assessing the corners of the room to then work with the actual content. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but maybe you're preparing for something. Now, this is a big stage, Pisces, that you're moving through, or that you have been so-called moving through. Now, what does it mean to move through, to make progress, so-called progress through a certain space? Even when things are sort of stationary, can they even be considered stable? Anyways, for a number of you, let's backtrack. And it's like, there's something that maybe you're like, well, I'm like seeing it all very clearly. It's funny, Pisces, because this alert just came through on my phone, but it's on my watch, and it says almost there, and there's like this arrow that points up. For now, you're having a major activation. Yes, and I'm hearing divine timing is absolutely at play. When something comes through around a certain point in time, Pisces, like, and you're like, whoa, okay, like that was so creepy. I'm hearing as well, like the timing of that was like so like, how could, and then again, I'm seeing like it's like you realize like this is guided. I'm hearing it was meant to be in this way. Now, the message here says almost there, exclamation point. That's like the title, the header of the little message, and then it says keep moving for 1 minute to make progress towards your stand goal. Okay, I never set this consciously. I don't know this. the thing, I don't know, the watch kind of like has its own thing that it does, and it like, I don't know what for number you, again, maybe you're like, I don't get it the way it works, but I know it works. I'm hearing that specifically. Okay, so for number you're like, maybe you've been also meditating on something, and you've like consciously, like, you question, you know, consciously you're like, well, there's nothing really like that this is like also working out technically, like, but I feel that there is influence that is had. So I don't know, for a number of maybe you just have this sort of like transcendental conversation even, and it just, yep, 2555 right there, 555 Pisces. we are taking it to the next level. For a number of you, it's like, yeah, I'm having this conversation. I feel like all of the colors that belong where they do just sort of like they begin to move into place. Wow, I'm seeing like pieces of a portrait that just kind of gravitate together. They like come and they click together, Pisces, and they almost like, and then they understand. I'm hearing the stage like so much better. Like it's like characters who like wake up. I'm seeing like they thaw out. Like what was left in like a raw, I'm hearing in a raw, unreminded state. I don't know what that's alluding to, like suddenly like kind of sees. I'm hearing also the light. I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces, but anyhow, so let's backtrack. So for a number of you, I'm hearing quick on Aquarius. There I'm hearing I'm so cold. I'm hearing my hands. I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces. Anyways, let's backtrack. Now, for a number of you, again, it's like someone, again, looking at this, like, movie, I'm hearing this way. They keep seeing, like, all the same streets. I'm hearing all the same signs. There's something even cyclical. They're like, I've seen this before. I know this. Okay, I got it. It's almost like even, like, sort of like a maze. Like, even, like, kind of like a mystery. They're like, okay, I get it. Like, we have these puzzle pieces. We have this. I can't leave that behind. I got it. Check. And, like, maybe even, like, placing certain things in certain places, you know, kind of like, it's almost like I'm hearing get ready. I'm hearing get ready to fast. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, even placing things into position, getting ready even to, like, travel. I'm hearing that as well. Like, they're packing a luggage sort of thing. Anyway, let's back, not necessarily, not literally, and not for everyone, but anyways, let's backtrack. And then it's like, okay, so I'm hearing, like, what hurts, like, you're, like, assessing something, like, maybe you're kind of, I don't know what's alluding to, Pisces, but I'm hearing cremation, like, burial, I don't know, Pisces, but that it could be metaphorical, take it as you will. I'm hearing sign the seal. I'm hearing sign on the line. I'm hearing sign on the dotted, sign on the Pisces on the light. I'm hearing specifically the light end of the tunnel. What's this about? Okay, I don't know, Pisces. Let's clear the energy now. It's I'm hearing it's something that you've seen coming. What? Okay, so wow, that's kind of weird. So my watch / phone is connected to my phone. It's just like a smaller version of it. It like just now, I guess, supposedly shifted to the weather. The weather wheel tells me about the weather. Okay, and so it just kind of like showed that screen right here. So it's cycles, right? Temperature, season, but patterns, right, that can also somewhat possibly be predicted. So we can kind of say of the weather wheel, so to speak, like the predictions of weather coming up. So, you know, what is the purpose of that? Let's say it's a so-called predict. Anyway, so it's like, do I really know the future? No, but I can look at the weather and I can say, well, probably on Sunday it's gonna be sort of sunny. Okay, I don't know, take it as well. So that's the sort of feeling I'm getting here, Pisces. Like, on one level, maybe you feel like you understand also where things are going. On the other, you're like, well, I don't know. I never really got a pat on the back here. I don't really have any confirmation that this is like really creating anything as well, not necessarily and not literally, and not to that, let's say, certain degree or length. For a number of you, maybe for a number, you're like, I know that what's being created is not physical, tangible yet. For a number, you like, you inseminated something. I'm hearing this for a number of you made love, you're pregnant, you don't really know it, but you know it. Okay, kind of thing. It's like really that kind of feeling. Now, I'm hearing that's creepy bogus. I don't know what that Pisces. Okay, so clear the energy. I'm hearing including in the office. I don't know what that's alluding to. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing stare at your right wrist. Okay. I'm hearing read from left to right now. I don't know what that's alluding to. Pisces, for a number, you got a real clear message here coming through. Anyways, yep, 30 minutes, 33 seconds right there. 333. For now, you absolutely guided. You're guided to also a certain message at a certain time, and it's totally like perfect in a certain way, so called. It's like as for a number of you, let me say it this way. For a number of you, it's just not going to be literally in this way, but maybe there's been a question that you've had, or number 3055. I'm hearing, when is it coming? When is it going to happen? You've had this sort of like looming question. You're like, when are we going? I'm hearing to also live our life. I'm hearing together. I'm hearing, or in that way. Okay, now I'm hearing V. I'm hearing the kingdom. I'm hearing is coming. I'm hearing soon. I don't know. I'm hearing the letter B and C and V. Again, I'm not sure. I'm feeling a lot of pressure on the crown chakra now. For a number of you, let's backtrack. I'm hearing, well, think I'm crazy. You don't even know what you've done. And May you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. Now let's say this, right? I'm hearing, I've been swimming in the fast lane with the sharks, and I've been waiting for the attack. I'm not sure if I'm really calling. I'm hearing out to anyone here anymore. I'm hearing I don't have also a landline to call to tell me that yes, I'm hearing also this is love. I'm hearing it in this way. I'm not sure. Again, take it as well, Pisces, what that might mean in particular for you. However, I know that I live for this process of unraveling the story. I realize that. I'm hearing that, like, from a macro sense of perfection, I'm hearing, I know everything is also planned divinely. The way it is meant to unfold is the way that it is unfolding. So for a number of you, you're like, listen, I'm not that confused, okay? But I am questioning I'm hearing that the Cardi B song. I don't know. I'm hearing those playing in the background of this storyline. So I don't know what that's about, Pisces. I'm feeling like my head is on fire. I don't know and I'm wearing red here, like in the second part of reading, Pisces. Like, I feel so, it's like a freaking rod. I don't know, Pisces, like you're having a crazy activation right now. Okay, now, anyhow, let's clear that. So for 33 minutes right here. For number of you, weren't we like already on 33 minutes? What? Wait a second. No, 33. Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, we were at 33. Okay, so now we're at 33 now. All right. So for now, I'm hearing 21. That's when things started. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Something started here, and with a number related to 21, that also reduces down to 3. Aha. 33, 31 right there, and 33, 33 right there. Okay, for a number of you. So 3 could be also focus number 6 as well, and 12, reducing again down to 3 major. For a number of you, this is really powerful part of your life that you are passing through. It is a performance. I'm hearing that for a number of you as well, but this is really perhaps metaphorical. It's not like I'm on stage, my pants are off, and everybody is popping bottles of champagne. No, Pisces. It's not like it's just a birthday party. Well, it could be. But it's like, it's more than that. I'm hearing that. It's your real birthday, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, let's backtrack. No, Pisces. Holy shit, is there a lot happening here on so many levels. Like, I feel it in the way that the world, I'm hearing, works. I'm hearing as well, like, there's something coming, like, I don't know, even together on a global scale, like, at the same time as something that's happening on a really private, so-called private level. It's like there is this sort of synchronization, okay, of even storylines. Now, I don't know, it's even like something where you're just like, how could this happen? I'm hearing, like, from one part of the world to the next, like, how what is happening in one place at one time in the world, and then it's happening in another, like, there's something so, like, it's like somebody cannot in one way wrap their mind around it, but then they understand. I'm hearing how the world works. I'm hearing as well in the way, and then they're like, well, I get it now. Okay, well, no wonder. And then it's like, it's that kind of thing where it's like, no wonder. Okay, so it goes from like, what, to like, there's no way it couldn't have worked as well. Well, take it as well. So for a number of you, yeah, I'm hearing whack. I don't know what that's about, but anyways, let's backtrack again. And so it's like, for a number of you, it's like you realize something, Pisces. You're sitting and you've been thinking, you're like, okay, so again, I'm hearing like Willy Wonka is like kind of like Ray Charles, but he's also like kind of like writing a different poem for me. I'm hearing, and he's signing it as I'm hearing a 65-year-old. I'm hearing Pangy. What is that? Pisces. I'm hearing pansy. What? I don't know what that even means, Pisces. Pangy. I'm hearing Pangea. Hold on. I'm hearing Panarea. I don't know what. Is that a place? Anyways, Pisces, and it's like they're signing it off as this other person. I'm hearing this other place and time, and I'm hearing, hi, pleased to meet you, and like someone's like, they feel like something just, it's like kind of confusing, but then again, they're not like confused truly, but they get it. They're like, all right, I understand, like, you know, I'm hearing you're writing it out. I'm hearing you're writing your faith out. I'm hearing as well. I don't know. Someone's like, they feel perhaps that there's something that's being like, it's like this, like something is not being given to you as an answer, it's being shown to you. And there's a really like interesting distinction right between those two things. Like someone can come to you, math professor can come up to you and be like, hi, this is how you solve the equation. And then they can come to you and kind of like hand you the proof, which works right in a backward sort of fashion, where it gives you the sort of unraveled, I'm hearing, scripture of the story and the solution, but in a sort of inverted way, where it's like, again, we're going to show you what the equation means by way of showing you the solution as it says. I'm hearing also the so-called, I'm hearing you know, I'm hearing mirror image, I'm hearing truth. So I don't know what, for like something, again, there's an alignment. Now Pisces, let's backtrack. The feeling I feel is like there's a wave and you're like, okay, I'm in another place right now. I don't know what, you're like, I'm in another world. Like the wave that takes you from like Washington, I'm hearing also Washington DC, to like I'm hearing, so wake me up before you go, na na ba da 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 da, to solo, like, to like another I'm hearing another wardrobe. I'm hearing Wrinkle in Time. I'm hearing that, so I don't know what, isn't that, it's like a book or movie? Anyways, Pisces, man. Anyway, so yeah, somebody's like, again, maybe even like they're watching the movie Willy Wonka, and like the whole time they're like, this is kind of like wonky. Willy is like, I'm hearing kind of like, looks like Donkey from Shrek. I don't know what, no judgment, like, but maybe somebody's like, what, I don't even know what it means to look like Donkey from Shrek. Anyways, but, and it's like, but I'm hearing two women. I'm hearing worlds apart. Two people met while they were sick. I'm hearing that specifically. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, you were like traveling. I'm hearing the letter W, and I'm like making this figure 8 with this rubber band. Anyways, and like somebody's like, all right, again, I'm hearing Will Smith. I'm here as well. You know, like we met, but then, you know, we like watched each other like walk away. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Imagine two people meeting and then they like walk away, but as they walk away, they watch each other like walk away. So it's like, are you walking away? No. Are you? Is it you who's walking away, or is it me who's walking away? But then they're both watching each other walk away. So it's like, who's who? It's like the you know, the bear looks at themselves in the mirror. Okay, that themselves in the mirror. I don't know what those will take as well. And it's like, are you the bear or am I? Okay, let me try to break the mirror and see, like, you know, if I'm the bear or if you are. Anyways, it's like someone who, like, they get creeped out by their own image in the mirror. They're like, is this, like, me, or is it you? Or is it you that's me? Or is it you that's you that then I am? So this, like, my reflection, is it me first? Am I the one who's first starting the reflection? Like, am I the first domino that also, that started it off? I'm hearing disease as well. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like, again, I'm seeing two people looking at each other. I'm hearing the letter W. I'm hearing will it be? I'm hearing will it happen? I'm hearing that as well. Now, for a number of you Pisces, it's like somebody's also thinking like, will it work? I don't know what that's alluding to, but again, I'm hearing William. I'm hearing William. Now, someone, again, they like, I'm hearing they're like reluctant about something as well. They're like reluctant, or they were thinking, well, no, they are. They're like, well, what is the like purpose of all of this? Like, well, what is this? I'm hearing again, like they walk into this room, but then they're kind of worried, but I'm hearing again, they're not worried about the why. They're worried about, I'm hearing the how. Interesting. So it's like, maybe to say in this way, like somebody's like, I know the way things are gonna like work out. It's just, what that means to me is that I know what they will look like when they are worked out. But it's just the walking across that bridge that I wonder, like, will it wobble? Like, or will it work? Like, I don't know, Pisces, like, what that's alluding to. And I'm seeing someone even, they're in this like workshop and they're working with like a theory space of something, and then they're thinking, will it like, I'm hearing the letter C. I'm hearing CO. will it really, like, I'm hearing cavity. I'm hearing cavitate. I'm hearing, I don't know what, they're like, will it really, like, also call itself in, call itself back. So somebody's, like, wondering, maybe they even, like, send something out, and then they're like, will it really respond? Will it really, like, react or come back? So I'm hearing also come back to life. Like, someone wants to even stimulate something. They're thinking, oh, we're gonna get a reaction out of this. Now, I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyways, let's backtrack. So for a number of Pisces, it's like someone sees something coming as well. Yes, you got a premonition here. That's what it is for a number of you. And it's like, I'm hearing this was like, I know they're gonna come home. I'm hearing also, I know that they're gonna call me back. I'm hearing that again. And I pick up my phone right here, Pisces. But I just want to, like, call it more than that. I want to call it more than, like, something that, like, I can kind of like create. I'm hearing, like, I'm hearing a version of one. No, hold on. I'm hearing beyond visible light. I don't know what that's about, Pisces, but it's like something is elusive, and somebody's like, look, it's like the shape without color, and but who's to say that? Pisces. Now, for a number of you, it's like someone wants to also, they want to, like, make something official, or they want to, like, call it, they want to confirm it. Maybe they feel something, right? This is for a number of you. Yeah, in this way, absolutely. It's like, oh, I feel it coming. I'm hearing, I feel it coming. Isn't that a song? What song is that? And it's like, I'm smelling, like, shampoo, like something, like, freshly washed. I'm hearing that as well. It's like, I know it's coming, like, this new beginning, this new start, everything, but I just, I'm hearing, I just care. I'm hearing, I want to know. I'm hearing that as well. So for a number of you, this has been a space of emotion that you've actually been managing, or you're getting to the point of, like, wanting to manage, and it could actually be an ability of yours. It may have to do with channeling. I'm hearing that as well. For a number of you, it has to do with your living space. I'm hearing as well your life. Okay, so for a number of you, it's like you also perhaps want to create some sort of tangible, like, emblem of what you feel. I'm hearing that as well. Like, well, I feel this way. I feel this. And I want to have something to kind of, like, characterize it. So maybe you want to actually create some form of art from what you kind of have been already, as you might have felt it, like, creating. So for a number, it has to do with the translation of even your vision. Now, for a number of you, Pisces, it's interesting because I'm seeing somebody who, again, like, they I'm hearing they create this expectation as well in their mind, and they kind of, like, set it out, and then, like, time passes and they don't really, like, see it. I'm hearing they don't see it again, and then, like, I'm hearing this way, like, slowly but surely they see it kind of coming back. And it's interesting because I'm seeing someone who even, like, threw something in, like, the sky, and they're like, I'm not going to see that for, like, a really long time, and I know it. And then, like, I'm seeing this as a movie, though. Like, time passes by, and then this person, like, I'm hearing they perceive, I'm hearing of, I'm hearing, like, Oliver's message. I'm hearing Oliver in, like, a whole new way. I don't know what that's leading to. Like, I'm seeing someone, real clear Pisces, real clear message. They throw something in the sky, and they're like, I know it's gonna bounce back. I'm hearing that. I know it's gonna rebound. I'm hearing as well. I'm hearing Tripoli. I don't know what. I'm hearing trip. Anyways, and so today is like, I know I'm going on a trip. I'm gonna come back. I'm hearing that as well. Anyways, I'm feeling like they emit something, even, like, they send something off, and it could be something you're meditating on as well, Pisces, but anyhow, like, you, like, send out a thought form, anyhow, and it's like, you send something out, and then, like, slowly, like, this person, like, they they see other people in her as well. They see other things. They stare off in the distance, but then like every so often, like they're like, I will recognize like if I see that thing that I threw in the air, like again, for me, maybe it's like somebody like letting go of like a fish in the ocean or something, and they're like, I'm gonna find you again, I know it. It's like that kind of thing. Or even like a bird, like they're like, I'm gonna let the bird go, and like, you know, I will know like when I see it, you know, again, like, because maybe they had some sort of like, either they had like a vivid connection. I'm hearing also that my nose itching, right, the tip of my nose itching here, right here, Pisces. Maybe you have like a real strong psychic connection even with someone. Anyways, like it has to do with also itching, like itching the body. Like I'm seeing someone who like they know when also something's gonna like start up, or like when something's gonna begin by way of like the reactions physically on their body. Now, for a number of you, oh god, I'm seeing someone like they throw something up in the air and they're like, all right, the understanding when they threw that thing was like, they knew this is going to be thrown back. And I know it. Be that karma. I don't know, guys. It's interesting places, like what might be communicated, right? Even on a metaphorical level here, but it's like what I give also, like I know I get back. Now let's clear that, but let's backtrack. Somebody's like, look, I threw this out there. You know, and I knew that, like, I'm hearing I made a sound, and I knew that it would call back. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I knew that eventually it would come around. And it could even be something you interviewed, but let's not go there, Pisces. I'm here 21, again, strongly here. Now, anyhow, I'm here 12 as well. 2, 1. For no, you made a wish. Now, anyhow, I'm hearing, is it going to work? Is it work? Is it work? I mean, even something like they send off this rocket into space and then it comes back and it's like, will it really, like, I'm hearing want us even. I'm hearing that, like, will it want to come back? Like, we can send the rocket ship out. But, like, will they land somewhere? Like, they won't want to, like, you know, kind of, like, reverse from? I'm hearing that as well. Now, Pisces, okay. So look, I'm hearing, again, I'm hearing pleased to meet you. I don't know what that, like, whatever this is, like, comes back in another form. I'm hearing that as well. And it's like, but you recognize it. I'm hearing take as well. I'm seeing sort of like a sort of, like, some form of, like, even reincarnation, take it as well, you know, whatever beliefs you subscribe to. But anyhow, and it's like I'm hearing realize, like, I will realize, I've realized it. I'm hearing as well, like, someone's like, this, it's uncanny. I'm seeing a Christmas tree here. I'm hearing the letter B. I'm hearing Bolivia. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing skates. I'm hearing on the rink. Anyways, it's like, I know when I'm hearing that boy is in town. I'm hearing that as well. Or even, hold on, I'm hearing, I know when it's going to begin. I'm hearing that as well. Hold on. So somebody has a premonition. They're like, I'm hearing from 4 to 5 p.m. I'm hearing that as well. I'm going to see them. I'm hearing that as well. Now, somebody's like, okay, I was looking out my window and I was walking. I'm hearing, while I was talking on the phone, I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. I'm having a vision for a number of you, but I'm channeling. This is for number, if you're confused, you're like, okay, channeling. So maybe for a number of you, maybe you even had like a premonition. I'm back in emphasize this. Like, you had a premonition, even like a little, maybe you were daydreaming or whatever, and you're like, oh, I was just like, or I'm hearing I was drunk. I don't know what that's alluding to. You're like, yeah, I was just looking out, and like I was looking at the moonlight. For a number of you, there was something happening with the moon here. I'm hearing around this time as well. Even let's say the time you were like making this wish could have been around a new moon, full moon, etc. And it's like, yeah, I was definitely talking to God at that time. I'm hearing as well. I was definitely also taking my clothes off. I'm hearing a little too quickly. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like someone felt like there was some kind of like, I don't want to say it's like a spell, but they felt like there was something cast there, okay, around that hour as well. There was definitely some sort of like influence. And anyways, like I'm hearing there was imagery at play. There was like a lot of like symbolism. I don't know what this could be, something that you again had a vision of, or maybe it was something that actually like happened, and then maybe something that you have a vision of happening. Anyhow, for a number of you, it's like, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm hearing then the clock turned and we like waited a little longer, and kind of we wish each other well, and then we like worked outside the lines. I don't know what that's about, but anyhow. I'm hearing 100. Now, somebody has an anniversary. I'm hearing that as well. Anyways, like recalling something in Pisces. Anywho, so for a number of you, it's like, yes. Then, so somebody I'm saying again, like, they had some kind of feeling. They were like, yeah, I'm hearing it's coming. I'm hearing, here it comes, like, the world. Something also, like, falls in your lap. Pisces, I don't know what that's alluding. I have this feeling of something just, I'm hearing wet. It's raining. Raindrops I'm hearing as well. And someone's like, countdown. It was just, it wasn't like a matter of, it's like I'm seeing something arriving. It's like, it's not a matter of like, if, okay, it's like when. And again, this person knew that. I'm seeing something is like landing on, like, I don't know, on land, like something maybe is even like creeping up, but it's like, okay, it's a surprise, but it's not. I'm hearing as well. Now, a little bit of pressure in the heart chakra right now. For a number of you Pisces, I'm seeing lights everywhere. I'm hearing, I got it. I'm hearing, oh, I got it. I understand. I'm hearing that as well. Now, for a number of you Pisces, I'm hearing, come here. I'm hearing right now, I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm seeing like technology. I'm hearing teach us your craft. I'm hearing as well. I don't know, Pisces, what's going on here, bruh? But for a number of you, it's like, again, I'm hearing like, yeah, I made this wish. It was like to see my mother. I'm hearing my mother again. I'm hearing also the woman of my dreams. So somebody's like, I want to meet them. I'm hearing William. I'm hearing at the wedding. I'm hearing wed. Let's clear that. So for a number of you, I'm hearing welcome. Again, I'm hearing that. So anyhow, Pisces. Somebody is, I'm hearing, how did this happen? How did I end up here? I'm hearing that as well. So maybe you're having a dream. You're like, maybe you're waking up also from some state and you're like, yeah, that's so like, I'm hearing, I'm hearing, I see it now. Yeah, so I'm hearing that's so cool as well. Like, there's something you're just like, you're looking at this like light show. I'm hearing light gazer. You're like, that's like so cool. I'm hearing as well. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, seeing like fireworks going off. Anyways, now Pisces, for a number of you, I'm hearing clearly. It's clear. I'm hearing it's clear. It's clear now. So it's clear for a number of you. Anyhow, maybe you met someone at a certain point in time. Oh yes, we're saying you threw something up in the air, right? And it's interesting because you just kind of watched it. I'm hearing soar, and then you saw it kind of like, I'm hearing stream out. It's kind of like a shooting star for a number of you. I'm seeing like something of that nature. Like you saw like kind of like a shooting star maybe at a certain point, and you made a wish. Don't you make a wish on the shooting star? Anyways, for a number of you, this is around some kind of like, there was like an event going on. You were teaching. For a number of you, I'm hearing you were masturbating. I don't know. Take it as you will, Pisces. All right. Something, we wished on something, Pisces. There was something that you like, you were even like working on. It was something like, it was like, I'm hearing witchcraft. Pisces, what does that mean? Okay, but anyways, this was doing some like, they're doing some crafts. I'm hearing walkie-talkie. Like they were transcending. They were astral traveling. Well, they were, hold on. They were doing some sort of meditation series as well. They were telepathically communicating as they may have felt it. Now, for a number of you, like they had even like crystals, they were working with crystals. These crystals were like, actually like, I don't know, they were walking on their chest. I don't know what that's alluding to. So anyhow, again, perhaps when you're having an activation. Now, let's backtrack. For a number, you're like, listen, I know this is like so weird, but I think this will work. I'm hearing that as well. I'm almost getting this feeling of like, you know, in the movie E.T., like, well, it's a movie. Okay, so, some, like, they, like, E.T.'s trying to, like, phone home, and he's, like, creating this whole contraption, to try and, like, call back, right? And then, hold on a second, isn't my sweater, like, I'm wearing a red sweater, isn't someone in that movie wearing a red hoodie? It's a hoodie. It's like a hoodie, Pisces, red hood, I don't know, Pisces. So anyways, I'm hearing walkie-talkie, anyways. So it's like, you know, in that movie, right, they're like trying to like, they're trying to fix the phone so that it fix the phone. to forward the message. I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing that movie Lake House. I don't know what that's linked to. Anyways, I'll backtrack. And it's like, yeah, I've been like trying to get him like to signal out. Now this police truck is sitting out here. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it came through when we were talking about like the shooting star and like making a wish. So I don't know if nobody like, or the event, there was some event maybe you attended. Anyways, and it's like, I'm hearing rock again, Rocky. I'm hearing that specifically, and it's like, for a number of you, you're like wishing for something. Now, yeah. So, Pisces, I'm hearing rocket ship, rocket, Pisces. Now, like rocket ship, I'm hearing, okay, anyways, whew, Pisces, we got a lot going on here. Okay, so let's backtrack, let's ground. So let's backtrack. For a number of you, so this person, right, like, wait, what were we saying? Hold on. Again, I'm hearing pleased to meet you, but no, let's backtrack. Someone was like very concerned about something, and maybe they took like certain measures. They were like, I hope this is gonna work out. So they like, for no reason, like someone like cast some spell. I don't know what that's alluding. They're like, I hope like they're gonna still want me. Like I hope they're gonna want me. And then they kind of like they wrote this thing down, and then they put it in like the windshield wiper even, like, or someone wrote something on the window, the windshield, I don't know, Pisces. Anyways, and like, they felt weird doing that for no reason. Like, someone felt really weird doing that. They're like, if anyone saw this, like, I'm hearing specifically, like, if any other woman saw this, I'm hearing as well, I don't know what that's alluding to, like, they would put me, like, on a wanted ad. I don't know what that's about, Pisces. Now, I'm hearing 424. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing Wicca. I don't know. Oh, okay. So for a number of you, you're doing something here. I'm seeing the letter N as well. I'm hearing is working. Now, okay. So, they were using stuff with birds. I don't know what, Pisces. Now let's clear that. So, for a number, someone was even on a bus. They were going, again, I'm hearing the number B. What is that, 2? The letter B. Something was, like, cryptic. They were communicating even, like, with someone, but through this, like, color that, like, there's no crayon for. I don't know what the heck that means. I don't know what the fuck that means, Pisces. But it's like, yeah, you called me, but, like, from a hidden, unknown number. Anyways, Pisces, let's clear that. So, yes, definitely clear that, whatever that is. I don't know what that was about, Pisces, but anyhow. And then it's like, and then like, okay, so I'm here, okay, so then we were saying, right, somebody throws something up in the sky, it streams out, I'm hearing as a fantasy, it was a fantasy, and then I'm hearing when doves cry. I'm hearing this is like what it looks like when doves cry. I don't know. Isn't that a song? Anyways, let's backtrack. And it's like, and then it's weird because I'm seeing in this like so-called scene of this so-called movie, the spectrum of time kind of collapses and like they don't see anything after that anymore. They're like, well, I know, like, energy is not, like, I'm hearing impossible. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's, like, I know that this is, like, it's not gonna, like, you know, it's not, if I see it, it sees me, sort of feeling, like, I don't know what that's about, Pisces, as well, but it's, like, if I feel this, I know that it feels me back as well, so, or that if I feel this, I know that it feels what I feel as well. Okay, interesting. So, it's, like, maybe on some level, dimension or another, you realize, like, that maybe that's not the end, and what you threw out into that space of the so-called, let's say, void, was just another conversation happening in another dimension. Now, I'm not sure what this is alluding to, what distinguishes one dimension from the other, and says that they are separate somehow, but for a number of you, it was like, yeah, it just wasn't working out, so we walked away. And then it walked back. And that's when I wanted not what I thought out of that wish, but what I wished wouldn't. I'm hearing four-wheeler. I don't know what that's only to. I'm hearing wait back. Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. So somebody like wished something. They were like, that's what I want. But then it wished that back. Like that other person was like wishing the same thing. So like what they both thought they were like kind of waiting for or like wishing for, it was like that, like I'm hearing the checks were bouncing. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's like my wish was wishing them. And then their wish was wishing me. So then we were then wishing. And then the wish was the wish. What? Okay. Pisces, it's like really, really abstract, but very interesting. It's like how is the action influence, right? The outcome, like I'm seeing lights here. So for a number of you, there was something you were working through the process of on a spiritual level. And it was like, it wasn't really the outcome. You knew that like, you don't like create your reality, like everything exists, right? Time doesn't exist. Everything is sort of like just here as a topic, and the conversation around it is what really, we kind of like can call a reality. Interesting of it. So it's like to say like, does something exist? Like if we can't also recognize it. So I don't know what that's only to, but anyways. Pisces, for a number of you, it's like kind of interesting because I'm seeing like maybe for a number of you, even like something existed there all along, even like I'm hearing this, like this analogy, like, can you like call something a color, right? Or can you say like, oh, I know that color if you don't know how to distinguish it from another. Let me say it this way. Let's say you have like a patchwork, like a quilt, right? And let's say you have these like different squares on the quilt, and they're each like so-called different colors. But let's say like I'm seeing someone who's like never seen a certain color before, right? So they kind of like, they see this quilt and they see the so-called different colors on the quilt. Certain colors they're able to distinguish from others, but then there are like maybe like I'm seeing two squares on that quilt. They're like, I don't know, I'm seeing like there's a teacher in a class and they're like teaching this like concept. They're like, we know that these are two different colors, but we're going to show them to the test taker. And when the test taker looks at the quilt and like sees them, like will they realize, will they like recognize, will they remember? I'm hearing as well that they're like what we call them, like those two different colors. And I'm seeing like for some reason or another, like I'm seeing like the student or this test taker like looks at the quilt and they're looking at these two colors and they're thinking, they kind of like, they just pass right by it. They don't really see that they're like different. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Like, it's like, yeah, no, they totally didn't like recognize. They saw, how do I describe this? They saw that those colors were different. It's almost as if it's just in gray though. Yes, this is exactly what it is, Pisces. It's so deep and abstract. It's really interesting. Look, they see, and it could be something you're realizing, okay, but it's like they see like these two colors, but in a simple way at first. They're like, okay, it's gray in different hues. So it's like dark gray and then it's light gray. And then and as they're passing by this, they like catch on to that. They realize that. They're like, okay, that's kind of like different. It's like those are kind of different, but they're not. Like, and I'm seeing like the teacher kind of like, they set these people out, like I'm hearing mote, M-O-T-E, I don't know what that is. They set these people out like I'm hearing these mice on they set these mice out on this trap. I don't know what those are. And they're like, okay, can you tell the difference? Like, let's see if they recognize like the difference between these two colors, like the fake cheese and the real cheese sort of thing. And it's like these mice are like going by the cheese and they're like sniffing these two blocks of cheese. And for some reason, they're like, it's both real. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like, now I'm seeing like these people on the screen, they're looking at the mice and they're like, oh, that one cheated. I don't know what that was into. Anyways, and it's like, they're like, okay, the mice like totally, they just ran right by these 2 blocks of cheese. I'm hearing that specifically, or like they kind of, I'm hearing they considered the 2 as one, but the mice saw those 2, like, again, patches on the quilt, the 2 blocks of cheese, and they realized like something's kind of off. Something's kind of funny. Like, that one smells funny, and that one, you know, that one's just funny looking. But I don't know. I think, like, we were first, so we should just take them both. I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces, but anyways, it's like someone who just totally, they don't really discuss, like, a sort of a question that they do have. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, maybe it was something that was, like, kind of like something that was, like, also happening all too quickly, so they didn't, like, realize something. Anyways, Pisces, again, it's, like, I'm seeing someone who passes by, and they're, like, I'm hearing, I didn't realize it, but I did. Like, I didn't, anyways, let's clear the energy of Pisces. Now, I'm seeing someone who, again, they realize something. They pass by, like, maybe even two, I'm hearing 2 rooms in an object and 2 objects in a room. They're like, that's really, I think, like, kind of, I'm hearing racist as well. I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces, but anyways, it's gonna be like even a test. Like, it's like an optical illusion thing, okay? Like, and someone's like, I want to see if they really see it, kind of thing, okay? Now, I'm seeing the letter K. Now, I'm hearing Kaylee. I don't know what that's alluding to. Now, I'm hearing, okay. Anyways, I'm hearing the letter B again. I'm hearing bring it back. Bring it on, bring it back. Anyways, now I'm seeing the person who passes by these 2 also symbols, they see them very clearly. They see them. But what they see in them is like a different maybe story, or it tells the part of the story that they are actually seeing. So in other words, everything's perspective, right? So someone, like, again, I'm back gonna emphasize that they look at I'm hearing also the seams on the skirt, and they see that they kind of have this, like, this relationship to one another. It's so weird, Pisces, but I'm seeing someone, and no, I'm not on drugs. I just gotta put that out there. I know some people may be like, hey, you're on drugs. No. Anyways, okay, but what are drugs, right? Meditation can be considered sort of, considered drug. But anyways, take it as you will. Now, I'm seeing this person kind of looks at something, and they, like, rewind it even, like, they look back, they're like, well, I you know, those 2 blocks are kind of different, but it's not, the teacher told me, like, to point it out if it's different in color, but it's not. It's as I recognize here this time, I can't really distinguish the difference in their color. I can only say that to me, it's a different hue of the same color. Very interesting. So I'm seeing, like, again, like, somebody who is just, I'm hearing it's their position. I'm hearing they're not able to tell the difference. I don't know what that's about. No, is that the case necessarily? I'm hearing, I just know what to call it. Okay, so, yeah. Now, so someone was like, yeah, those are technically different, but I don't know what to call it. So they had some sort of, like, callback ID thing. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so they just kind of, like, left. I'm hearing identity fraud, but I'm hearing throb as well. Okay, let's backtrack. Now, I'm hearing somebody, like, was faking being someone's also, like, friend. I'm hearing soulmate. I don't know what. Anyway, let's backtrack. Now, for number of Pisces, it was like, so something about timing though as well. Like, I was here first. Just something about being first as well. Anyways, like, let's backtrack. So, something was like the first time as well. Anyways, and it's like, so the first, like, they look at these 2 colors again, and they just see, like, dark gray and then white. But then it's like, but they're seeing it in, like, black and white. They're seeing the reality in, like, black and white. So they weren't able to actually see, like, and call it the colors. So then when they were questioned on, like, so did you, like, see, like, did you see that these are 2 different colors? Then the answer to that is, like, no. Like, they decided, like, we're gonna say no. And I'm seeing, like, these as, like, 2 mice. I don't know that they're, like, going to mouse school. I don't know, they're being tested on something here about the Mr. and Mrs. thing as well. Anyways, now then they backtrack, okay, and then the teacher's like, very interesting. They didn't consider that these are two different colors. So now, but then when they put everything in color, then the mice, like, in retrospect, they realize, like, what? Like, we ran around that piece of cheese. That was the real piece and that was the fake piece. And now we're like, now we're like, we're really gonna be working desk jobs. I don't know what I'm hearing to figure that out now. I don't know what that, like, there's something like being, it's training even. I don't know what, it could be an investigator. It could be an animal that's being trained as well to, like, sniff something out. Anyways, let's backtrack. And so, I'm hearing history. It's a history exam. I don't know what that's like. Anyways, and then it's like, I'm hearing, yeah, you don't get it. He saw me, but he didn't see me. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, so for number review, I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing realize. I don't know. Anyways, Pisces. And so, I'm seeing the letter F. I'm hearing it's on a Friday at noon. Anyways, I'm hearing I'm hearing at the shop. I'm seeing lights going off. Anyways, I'm hearing SH. I'm hearing yep, there she is. There she goes. There she goes again. I'm hearing she's there. No. Anyways, it's like really interesting because I'm seeing that I'm hearing, wow, this is such a pleasure but also a pain. I'm hearing, I feel like I'm under attack. Like somebody, like they're creeped out by something, but they also feel like really cool at the same time. I don't know. They're like, I think the universe is like kind of like working like for me, with me, and then also like at times like for my good, but from like the harder angles I'm hearing of the baseball bat, I'm hearing, and the ball and the way it's thrown. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like this is a tricky spot. So someone maybe feels like they were also caught in some space and they're like, I called them like something I shouldn't have. Anyways, now I'm seeing something like that in Pisces. Let's make it real clear here. Like, just took off my watch. I don't know what that's going to, but something here, like time stood still. Again, I'm seeing someone threw something in the air, and then time stood still. I'm hearing they told them that this would be back. Over time, like, it's interesting. I'm seeing like this person sees like exactly where this thing is at all times, but without like seeing it. Like, I'm seeing again, whatever they threw in the air like dissolved. It disappeared, so-called. But they always had like some kind of track on it in some way. They always knew when it was in trouble, where it was, so on and so forth. And then it's like, and then they had this like sudden realization, but it's not that it was over time that it bounced back. It's not time here that it was at play, or that is at play, Pisces, and I'm hearing that very strongly here. 4:4 on the clock. It was the test itself. Wow. It's like, you don't like pass the test because you pass through the time through which you take the test, right? It's not the time of the test that tells you that the test is over. It's the test that you take, right? In your tense, I'm hearing of time that tells you whether or not you actually even took it. So I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like, well, we took the test, but did we take it? I don't know what that's about. Now, for a number of you, it's like, I'm hearing, I realize, I'm reminded of the past. I'm hearing that we are in Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So there's something really, and we are Sun in Pisces, and we're also in Mercury in Pisces in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. So there's something even like, it's like a double whammy recognition here. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's like a wave, but like another wave. That like, it's like something was clarified and then something else comes along that clarifies what was clarified. Something like that, Pisces. Real interesting. Now, for a number of you, I'm seeing, like, you've been working on something. I'm hearing it's a program, and, like, maybe just now, like, you're starting to get it. I'm hearing CAPTCHA. You're working with a CAPTCHA thing. CAPTCHA. Wildlife, I'm hearing as well. Now let's clear the energy. For a number of you, you've been waiting on something. But again, it's so interesting because you haven't been waiting. Time, I took on my watch right here. Time is not relevant to this rewinded tape. We don't rewind the tape through time and say, like, oh, we're now, like, it took this much time and now we're moving through, like, it was going to need this much time, right, to, like, work itself back. Like, this is how long it took me to wish on this world, and this is how long it took in parallel. Like, just as much time that I wish for it is just as much time that it takes for it to work out. No, like, the world doesn't work based on time, right? The world is I'm hearing woken. It's who walks through it in what way. I'm hearing of working with it. I'm hearing with that truth that tells. I'm hearing time. I'm hearing who they want. I'm hearing to be. Wow. And who they also want to see in that space. Now let's clear that energy, Pisces. I know that's, like, really heavy and dense. Some of you, you maybe you don't want to hear. Maybe also like, well, what that might be. I don't know what that's alluded to. I don't know, Pisces. It's just channeling what's coming through. Maybe for remember, like, this is you and your psyche. You're like, I'm grappling with the story of self, and it's not always easy. 444 right on the clock there, Pisces. It's not easy. I'm hearing I'm imaginary and I'm not. Yeah, so psychedelically, kind of like, sophisticated, but also, like, really, at times, not easy. I'm hearing to crack open, even as an egg. Like, even if I want it, someone feels like perhaps, like, there's something that they're like, no matter what, like, as much of the work, they may feel like I'm putting a lot of work in, but there's a lot that's still, like, it's not, like, definite. I can try to figure this out, but it doesn't necessarily always have an open answer back for me. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but maybe you feel like you're kind of trapped in something so-called. When is that possible? For a number of you, you're reminded of something. It could be the activation of DNA. For a number of you, I'm hearing it's in your chakras. I'm hearing that specifically. Now, I'm hearing showing up. Show. I'm hearing shope. S-H-O-P. Shope. Take it as you will. All right, Pisces. But anyhow, now I'm seeing again. Let's backtrack. Whatever you had thrown out in the air, I'm hearing it's also related to your influence. And you're realizing that your work is that you're having a huge influence. And now it's kind of like coming so-called back. Now, also to find you, I don't know what that, like, maybe, like, there was some kind of, like, something ancient, even, like, that's dug up, and it's like, we want to know who, like, created this, who wrote this, like, something's being tracked, like, even traced down. Now, Pisces, for a number of you, like, again, I'm seeing whatever you threw out into the so-called sky, like, you saw it coming back towards you, but not because you're looking up in the sky and you were seeing it sort of unfolding and happening. Like, it's like, you didn't know necessarily, you didn't have an answer, you didn't have an equation that proved, like, also how this would be possible or how this would actually, work its way towards you or work out, period. But you just, you know, I'm hearing you knew what was also happening and taking place. Like, I don't know what that was about. I'm seeing broken glass, though. Okay, anyway, so maybe there was, like, something that happened at a certain point in time where, like, that just, like, happened so synchronistically that it just woke me up. Like, there was no way that I could train my eyes to see the situation differently. And it wasn't what I was seeing. It was what I was seeing of the situation. Everyone around me was looking at the same plate, and they all said that it was peas and, mashed potato and gravy. But I knew that it wasn't. It wasn't just what we like added water to, some salt, some pepper, and then like, you know, watched balloon up in the oven on the stove. No, this is like not a microwave romance. And it's actually also not really something that we need to work out in that dimension, that way to say this makes sense in this space. I'm hearing third dimension. So for a number of you have a very strong connection or some sort of special connection that you feel, it's not about like saying that it's special because it's like a story that is wow. I'm seeing light for a number. It was like a portal there for a number of you opening right there. Big time orbs even. Okay, so for a number of you, yeah, I'm hearing Orin. Okay, anyways, let's backtrack. It's like you totally know that there's something here perhaps at play that can be called an offer that wasn't made. Technically, like this is not open technically. I'm here, I don't know what that's alluding to, but like it is, and you feel it. So a little bit of pressure on the left side of the throat chakra for a number of you Pisces, but let's clear that and move and let's backtrack. So for a number of you, it's like you were maybe even like kind of, you were like open to something that maybe like wasn't really entirely like open back or wasn't clear, but you knew that it's not because it wasn't open, it just, I'm hearing the timing wasn't right. So it's like, let's in this way. I'm seeing someone on a carousel and there's somebody standing at a door and I'm hearing they're really concerned. They're like, where did this person go? What happened? And they start out like, I'm hearing they started out with the same idea in mind. I'm hearing that specifically. They start out wanting to see each other. I'm hearing at the same time, on the same day, in the same way. There's a really clear sense of alignment, synchronicity, I'm hearing as well at play, that kind of sets the stage to make it feel. Also, I'm hearing like it's right. And then it's like I'm seeing these people are looking each other through. I'm hearing a wooden door. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, what does wood symbolize? Now, be it, wood related, actually element of earth, related to the third dimension. Now, I'm hearing in the constructed reality. Now let's backtrack. Is what is so-called constructed actually just that? Or is it created? So take it as you will. Now, okay, the state of perception, right? All right, anyways, let's backtrack. I know it was a bit, I'm sorry, praise for no reason. Anyways, let's backtrack again. And it's like, I'm seeing someone's I'm hearing somebody is working on a wheel. They're like on this wheel. It's a carousel though. They're standing at the very edge of it. And I'm hearing the corner of it as well. And then they're like standing on this other person is like off of the wheel. They're like standing on this like platform, but they're like but it's behind a door. So imagine this, Pisces. Someone's on a wheel. They're standing on the edge of the wheel. I'm hearing they want to get off. They're looking in front of them. They see a door. They know this other person is behind this door and that they want them to move through it as well. They know that it's obvious. Okay, they know that the door is open, even if it's not. It's technically a door, it's there, but I'm hearing it's open. They understand that they can, in a split second, move right through it and walk into this other world. I'm hearing as well. But this person is on this wheel, and all of a sudden, okay, I'm hearing the world, wants them back. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like maybe someone is even like, they were like this close, they were like about to walk out of some space, or like they're about to like make some kind of like wish, or they were about to like I don't know, like hopefully not, but maybe it was like some kind of like life or so-called death, so-called life and so-called death experience, where they were like right on the edge of like also maybe sharing something with someone, and like they knew that would totally change the world, whatever it was. Now maybe it would have also like changed a certain even space that they were in, anyways. And so, or the nature of a connection. Let's backtrack. For who's like friend, and like you're about to like reveal something, and you knew that would totally change even the landscape, socially, economically, I'm hearing in terms of the environment, and so on and so forth. Now socially, I'm hearing now for a number of you, or even professionally by way of industry, whatever, for a number of you, it's like I'm hearing it was as simple as it was a simple I'm sorry. Somebody was like, again, they were like, all I have to do is just open the door, it's up to me. This other person is standing behind the door, it's not up to them to open it, and I realize that I can't have them come through the door. There's no way they cannot come through the door and like walk me through it. That's impossible. They cannot do that. I have to just want that, I'm hearing as well, enough to work it out. So now, and then I'm seeing this person's like, they want, I'm hearing they want to start, I'm hearing as well, they want to, I'm hearing travel. I'm hearing time travel as well. But it's like even like a window of opportunity, and then I'm hearing, I'm hearing, and then they were gone. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing someone again on a wheel, and then it just like, I'm hearing it winds. I'm hearing it winds. I don't know. And I'm hearing it wants them back. So, to another place in time. I don't know what that's about, but like somebody maybe gets swept out of a situation. It's almost like someone who wants to like communicate with someone, but then, and they see this person, and this person's like, I'm seeing a very clear vision. This person's walking by them like in a crowded space. This person's been looking for this person for like forever, okay? And then like suddenly they see them, maybe they like lost each other's numbers, or like they had no way of contacting one another. And so they're like, they thought, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like the last time I'm ever gonna see them, and they were like really concerned, okay? And then they were like, well, I guess it's just like, I'm hearing it's not clear enough yet. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, they like couldn't see something clearly. They're like, is that them? This is like foggy. I'm seeing someone's like looking for someone everywhere. Let's backtrack though. And it's like, I'm hearing they're really out of balance. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, and it's like, they're looking around. Hear that little clock going off? Divine timing. So then all of a sudden, I'm seeing someone in a really crowded place. They see this person. I'm hearing the letter S. I'm hearing they see them. I'm hearing at the sea light. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, or I don't know what this is alluding to. Like they see someone. It's like light. They see light. Actually, and they're like, oh, wait a second. Is that I'm hearing? Is that the same breed? I'm hearing as well. Like it's like something so uncanny. Like even somebody who like they they saw like a dog up for adoption at some fair, at a convention, at a booth. They fell in love with this I'm hearing this little bulldog as well. I don't know what that's going to do. They're like, oh my gosh, I could totally see myself with this person. I'm hearing as well. Oh my gosh. And then they're like, all right, well, I'm gonna be right back, just wait for me. Then this person left the convention, and they went to like go like I'm hearing carve out this heart on this like slab that they were gonna go bring back to this little I'm hearing it's like a little elephant. I don't know what anyways, they were like creating something to compensate. I'm hearing as well like this person with, I'm hearing the bank teller. They're like, I'm gonna like create this, and then I'm gonna be able to go and like get that like be able to have that puppy. Like I don't know, again, I'm seeing someone like they're at a convention, they saw this puppy, and they fell in love. And then it's like, but then by the time they came back, this person was like gone. The dog was like, I don't know, like everything was like, the whole convention, like the little tent was like all dusted out. It's so sad. Oh my gosh, Pisces. And I'm hearing their parents as well. They were like all packed up. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like I'm hearing someone passed. Like, I don't know, or maybe they had news, like something. Anyways. And then this person was like, what? I wanted that. I'm hearing that specifically. Wait. Hold on. Wait, no. And I'm seeing and they're like, sorry, we closed shop. And they're like, but what happened to the little creature? I'm hearing the callback, the caller ID. I'm hearing like someone lost something, but it was like, it was not clear even like what happened. They didn't understand. They were like, you're just gonna like I'm hearing it was a quarter. It was the size of a quarter. Hold on. Like they just needed something so simple, like a freaking quarter to put in the jukebox even and like play the song. But then when they were looking for the quarter to put in the jukebox, like now, like all it's like, sorry, oh, we're all out of jams. Like, the jukebox is like, it's suddenly like, they're like, oh, this is like, there's no one here anymore. What? No, sorry, like, you can't, no, like, it doesn't work. And this person looks back, they're like, that's freaking impossible. What do you mean? Like, I just walked into the room, like, no less than 5 minutes ago. There's no way. Why would it be not working now? Like, it's something like that as well, Pisces. So, something made like a shift. It was like work, and I'm hearing time travel. I don't know whether we do have the card of Aquarius here on the face of the main stack. Full. Anyways, and someone felt maybe like their actions were even like, they were like working, but they weren't. And this person was like, something's like seriously up. Like, there's something that's just like, every time I try to start the engine, like, it doesn't start. Like, something just is like quirky. Like, and they realize like, it's just, this is just meant to be. Like, the way that this is working, and I'm seeing like, there's something even about color, specifically, they're seeing certain color. I don't know. Anyways, Pisces. Now, they're, to say the way, like, they knew. I'm not seeing the whole picture here. There's something off. Okay, so the colors, like, I know there are more colors than I'm seeing, whatever it is. So maybe someone even, like, they passed something by, though. They're like, I know I'm not also maybe, like, so-called solving the full equation here, but maybe it's just enough to know, right? I'll let it go here that, with the knowingness that, you know, helium is in the balloon, and that's why it works. I don't know, like, that there's something here. So anyways, or at play at least, in the space, like, or that there is more also that has yet to, I'm hearing become clear of it. I'm hearing plans. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing plans. For a number of you, it's like, okay, now I'm seeing again, someone like in like, now imagine this person, right, who was at this convention, and they were like, yeah, like, I even like, you know, I gave birth to this baby, I'm hearing as well. And then all of a sudden it was like, I'm hearing it belongs to someone else. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, so for a number of you, okay, it's like, I'm even seeing like a reuniting of like a mother bear with her baby bear. I'm hearing polar bear, and they hadn't seen each other in like 50 years. And they were like, are you kidding me? I totally recognize you. Like, okay, anyways, let's backtrack. So, I'm hearing pleased to meet you. Now let's backtrack, Pisces. I'm seeing like bright blue. Some of this divine here absolutely at play, and the way that everything kind of comes together. Now I'm seeing someone like, they're like, okay, so this was, I'm hearing, so obviously planned. I'm hearing we were obviously, like, we had planned to meet here, if you know what I mean. We didn't plan it, but we planned it. Okay, so maybe on a spiritual level, on a soul level, like, again, it's like, well, we had a contract, and it was meant to kind of like, you know, call us back both at this time, at this place, in this way. So for a number of you, it's like, okay, something was actually kind of creepy. Someone may have felt it. It's like, yeah, it like crawled out of the crevice of the I'm hearing of the couch. I don't know what that's someone lost their pet. Okay, anyways, so now for a number of you, somebody definitely lost their little pet, like, but it's something that crawls. I don't know what that's alluding to. You're like, I will find you one day, don't worry. You cannot escape this house. Okay, we're both in it. I don't know what that, anyways. So yeah, they just let Larry, okay, the living, breathing lizard, lick the I'm hearing the screen. I don't know, like someone's lizard like was lost, but in the house. This person like was not that concerned. Okay. Yeah, that's my one true love you're talking about. That specifically is my lizard. He's my lucky lizard, and whenever he shows up at certain times, and that's when I know that also somebody's going to die. Hopefully not. Okay, God forbid. But anyways, so someone has this quirky kind of also conversation with I'm hearing like the quarter in their hand at that point. They're like, so now I have this quarter, and what do I do with it now? Like, but they know it's symbolic. They're like, okay, it's something so funny and quirky and symbolic about whatever this whole scenario is. It's so kind of like also ironic, Pisces, like in a certain way. And So it's like I tried to call them, and then it like, and then it called me like fake. I'm hearing or famous, like two-faced. I'm hearing as well. Like, so it's like, it's funny. What somebody is trying to also like show someone, like it's showing them that they're not that. Like, I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like every time I try to call this person, it like, and to show them that like I'm not a two-faced. I'm hearing Brad Pitt. I don't know what that's like. The phone literally just died right there. Yeah. Of all time. So it's just that kind of thing. It's like the minute like I wanted to like redial the number, like my phone, it like it wrote me back like a text message, like for me, like it bounced or like something, like it kind of like ruined the message. I don't know what that's about. Like every time like someone wants to type something, it would like get like written over, and this person was like, what the fuck is going on? Like every time like I want to also like again like make sure I'm not responding too late, and something happens that makes it so that it like it seems like I'm purposely doing that. So it's kind of weird for a number of Pisces, like maybe again it's almost like even like yeah, every time I wanted to make the impression, like maybe like for example on this person, that I'm not trying to like, you know, respond and like react in a weird I don't know what it's alluding to, but like whatever. I'm hearing in a retarded. I don't know what that's about. Pisces, not me talking. Joking. I'm just channeling what's coming through, but it's like maybe someone felt like they're like, I feel like every time I'm trying to make a good impression, even, or like I feel, I don't know, like I'm trying to make something up as well. Like something happens that. So weird. The light is like shaking, but it's like this circular like rotunda lampshade, and it just kind of like anyways. So because the table's kind of shaking anyways. So it's 5:05 is the time right there. So yeah, for a number of you, it's like again, it's like every time I wanted to like, let's say for example, it was like I want to call them and like make sure that they don't think I'm like just writing this off, then it's like the phone like stops working, and it like and then it stops me in my tracks, like from doing that, or you know, or like from solving. I'm hearing the mystery, like sealing the deal, like some solution, so-called solution, like was not perhaps even the solution. And it wasn't until like over time, like someone kind of gave into that. They were like, okay, fine, like they're like fine. And I'm getting like an Instagram alert right here, so I don't know what that's alluding to. So it's like I'm hearing someone was maybe even waiting for something to come in, and like it didn't, and they're like, all right, I'm seeing aqua turquoise marine green, and it's like yeah, every time I'm hearing I'm on the like surf, someone was on like some turf grass as well, I don't know what, anyways. So they're like, yeah, great. The impression I'm trying to make, like, somehow it turns into the opposite of that. Okay, so I don't know what that's alluding to. And then they're like, yeah, so instead of, like, not being late, I'm, like, really late. And so, you know, I wanted to be, like, you know, early, and then now I'm, like, whatever. So, for a number of you, I'm reliving the past. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing don't trip and fall. But anyhow, let's backtrack. I'm seeing again, imagine someone who really wanted to adopt like this dog, okay? And they were like, I'm hearing the tails wagging. They're both so happy to see each other. They're both so happy to meet each other, okay? Like they were like reading each other's lines. Like something was just like, it was just like so-called perfect, okay? And even like the dog, like this person perceived, right? That the dog, does the dog really exist? I'm back to emphasize that as well. But it's like, I'm seeing this person's like, maybe they're recounting this. They're like, I could have sworn, they're even telling their parents, their teacher, they're like, I could have sworn, like, the dog really wanted me to. The dog wanted me back. I could promise you. Like, someone felt like, again, they had this really strong connection. And I'm hearing dishonest. Like, maybe someone else, like, I'm seeing, like, maybe people in this environment, they're like, no, well, are you sure they just weren't lying? Like, this person's like, no, they told me that. Like, this person maybe was like, wow, I can see that the dog, like, really wanted also me to adopt it. And maybe it's like, you know, people in the environment, they're like, well, how can a dog really do that? Like, you know, okay. So I don't know, maybe people were questioning the door that, and if it really existed as well, like people were like, oh, I think you're just maybe, were you just like, you know, were you just like thinking, or were you, what were you, they don't get it. Okay, let's back up though. Now, I'm hearing, no, I did. I'm hearing that specifically, like, so, and I'm hearing, yes, and I wanted it to work as well. So somebody, and then they watched this person, like, pick up the whole, like, tent and, like, collapse it, and they were like, what? They were so devastated. Okay, I'm seeing, like, but it was also weird. They were like, when I watched them walk out of the tent like that, and they were like, and they were talking on the phone. I'm hearing to someone else, like, someone's like, it's just such a clear image, Pisces. I'm seeing a tent where there was, like, a dog up for adoption. Someone passed by, they were at this, like, fair even, and they fell in love with the dog. They needed some kind of even, like, document, but it's, like, a surface level thing. It's, like, they don't really need whatever that is in order to, like, unite also with this, with this breed. I don't know, like, they need some kind of proof, or I don't know what it is, Pisces, anyways. They're like, I want to prove, like, that it's purebred, and then they were like, well, but all right, well, so you need to go and, like, have this certified or whatever, and then by that time, like, I'm hearing you are ba ba ba. What's that song by Natasha Bedingfield? Unwritten. Dun 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 dun. What's that song, like? Something unwritten. And then it's like the bed was rewritten. I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyways, it's like then they come back, okay, like 5 minutes later, and this person is like, they're talking to someone else on the phone. I'm here as well. They're like, yeah, we told them that, you know, that we didn't need to have two co-signers. I'm hearing two owners. I'm hearing said, I don't know. Like, maybe if something was for sale and then it, like, suddenly wasn't anymore. It's like something kind of like that, and then this person was like, wait, and then it was just like, it was all like weird. It was all like really awkward. I'm hearing as well, like, wait, so you just walked out of the situation just because I was like wanting also proof or information on what breed the dog was, like, now suddenly you don't even like work here anymore. Wait, so like it's like really something like that. Now, and this person they're like, no, but you never wanted it, clearly. Like, if you just, like, walked out like that, and you, like, needed to know, like, if water was water, and if you would want to drink it. Yikes. I don't know what that's about, Pisces. But somebody, like, I don't know if maybe they were, like, kind of, let's clear that. I don't know if they were a little bit, like, offended. They were, like, they felt like you weren't really, like, working for it. Like, it seemed like you wanted it, but you didn't really, like, I don't know what that's about. But now let's backtrack now. Is that really the case, right? So here's the thing. It's interesting because who is this third person? Right? We're talking about, like, the person, I'm hearing the letter R. The person who, and they're maybe even a writer, or like there's something with like visual. They're a very, very visual person. Like, there's something about visuals, okay, imagery, photography. I'm hearing videography, something like that. They're like, yes, I want to capture the image, and they have they know exactly what they want when they want it. Like, it's immediate for them, no questions. They don't have to ask themselves, is this the one? No, they know. Very strong impulse when it comes to also intention. They know their intention, and they can guess the intentions of others very, very well. So it's like when they walked in that room, it wasn't like really about, you know, Ricky Ricardo and how he like looked at I'm hearing the love that was made between them. Like, this person is He's like the broker. I don't know what that's about, but he's not a literal person. I'm hearing as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. Let's clear that energy. They got like a mullet. They got hair that goes out to the sides. I don't know what that's alluding to. And let's clear that. And I'm hearing aunt. Let's clear that. So if somebody here, they're like, I can't believe it. Hold on. So you brought your discussion, but without, okay, somebody was really interested. I'm hearing that specifically. They were really, really interested, but they weren't really sure that like they wanted proof of the dog's shots. It's like something like that. They're like, are they gonna really be faithful as well? I'm hearing that. So it's like they wanted to like test something out, okay? But it was for like 5 minutes. They thought it would be like so simple. Again, I'm seeing turquoise green. And it's like, I'm hearing it was a mood thing. Maybe, someone had a shift of like mood suddenly when they came back. Anyways. And then it's like, wow, okay, so like, you just broke it up? Like, you just broke it apart. I'm seeing a cactus. I don't know what that's alluding to. And it's like, just because I like moved to Boulder, I'm hearing, for like 4 weeks, now you're like, you're on fast forward. I'm hearing, and you're in your future life now suddenly. I'm hearing as well, like someone like just kind of, but it was timing. So anyways, I'm hearing, I told him I would be back. Why did he rush out of the room? I'm hearing as well, to like run away. I'm hearing into another I'm hearing raised concerns and questions. So somebody was like, they thought something was a little bit like, I'm hearing it had to do with the color of the blouse they were wearing. I'm hearing maroon. I'm hearing blocks, like even the street, something about the street. They were like, what's up with the neighborhood? And like, why are they begging? I'm hearing as well. Or why are they, I don't know, something about the environment. They were like, why is this person also here studying like their sister? Okay. Well, I'm hearing, why is their sister studying here? And they're like supposedly like playing Go Fish, and they're like going to and fro. I'm hearing back and forth, and they've got this like I'm hearing aviator crew that like carries something. Was like suspicious as one that, let's just get that real clear. Someone was like, I think that this is a sock. I'm hearing without a drawer, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that's alluding to. And it's like, so this person was like kind of, they had questions, okay? But they wanted they wanted to make something clear before they could really clean up. I don't know what that, they're like, before I get involved in that, I need to just make sure, okay, that it's not going to be creepy. I'm hearing as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like somebody wanted to maybe even feel something out. They were like, I see the image, yeah, but it's just a little bit like out of focus, so I just need to like focus the lens. And so you left me because of my lens that I needed to focus. Like, I don't know what that's about. Because this other person was like, well, you just became kind of like I'm hearing silent, and like, you started like seeing other people. I don't know what that's about. I'm hearing xenophile. I don't know what that's alluding to. No, I'm seeing like bright blue here, like real bright again for a number of you. Like, this is something like divinely guided. Like, I'm hearing Oliver again. I'm hearing open at the open. This came through in another reading. Okay, with tennis. Anyhow, and it's like, it's over. I'm hearing that as well. Like something like just, I'm hearing the show. Like some like stage like swept, got swept up. Someone, like, they left the audience for like a minute or two, and like that's it. The whole I'm hearing the whole billboard came down as well. everything just got totally like swept away. It's like, wait, so it's not even just a movie. So well, hold on, they're like going back. They're like, what about the trailer? Even that's gone? What do you mean? They erased everything. They go back to the original street that they saw the billboard on when they first wanted to like watch the movie, and everything swept, gone, close up shop, like kind of feeling. I don't know what it's about, Pisces, but maybe this was in the past. Now, somebody was like, so is this an issue with time? No. And then they realized very, very quickly, they're like, time doesn't exist. It's not time that's telling me where to go also in this connection. Wow. So for a number of you, someone was like, look, I need to believe, I need to have faith, I need to move through this experience knowing that it's not simple, and yet it is. And it's not about solving the simplicity and its relationship with the complexity also of this conversation. It's just the commitment to it, whatever it is, and in whatever way it is that I happen to come to it. I'm hearing come back to it. I'm hearing come home to it. So someone felt like I'm going to fall back into this space, and I know it. And they left this whatever this was, this really rude awakening. I'm hearing as well. They were like, shit, like everything. I'm hearing truly like maybe they felt like this was rude. Like the whole way that everything was like written up as well was like totally rude. Like the way someone wrote something off, whatever. And they were like, yeah, like they didn't believe in me suddenly anymore. And it just turned into a whole like, you know, an ego thing. I'm hearing a best friend thing. Maybe even they made excuses for why something like wasn't right, wouldn't work out. Even like maybe someone was like ready to sell the dog to someone, and then suddenly, you know, they turn around. They're like, we have all these like qualifications now that we know you don't qualify for. So, and you don't meet them. So, you know, don't call us back. Like, I don't know. That's so horrifying, right? But maybe someone like, they felt like, I'm hearing, I was in the Hall of Fame, and then I was like a Halls, I'm hearing a tabloid ad after that, and Halls are like this little, the cough drops, like, yeah, I was lemon flavored. If you were wondering, I was mint. Okay, you just like, you use me to like kind of serve you at a certain point in time, like a cough drop, and then you also like, and then you got real cocky on me after like your cough like went away. Like, I don't know what that's alluding to, but someone like, they felt like someone treated them in a way that was like so tragically, okay, not only like offensive, but like also like I'm hearing ocean. I'm just hearing like the sound of the ocean. They're like, yeah, they just dumped me over the edge of the water, like a fish, like as if I just didn't even like, you know, it just didn't even matter whether or not I would like be in their future or not again. They didn't even like worry or question or wonder like if I would show up again, like in the future, like if they could ever find me. And that's not the case. I'm seeing a very bright green, turquoise green. Now let's clear that. For a number of you, somebody truly wondered, like, was this person okay? And it was really concerning. At times it was like, they wondered. They were like, what happened to them? Now, for a number of you, anyways, again, they were like, imagine this person, they walk away from this, like, also conveyor belt, and they're like, okay, this is my best friend, but I will let them be who they need to be, okay, for themselves, like, so that they can be the best for themselves. I'm hearing as well. And so if that means me, like, being also me for me, and just, like, letting go and being like, hey, I'm also okay. Like, you know, even if I feel blind right now to the truth of the situation, let me just walk away from it and, like, let the balloon be a balloon. And eventually I know, like, the helium in the balloon, contained in the balloon, will collapse. I'm hearing as well, like, I don't know what. So maybe someone felt like, no matter what, like, if it's meant to be, it's really in this way. If it's meant to be, it will be. Doesn't matter what. Even if I start in this classroom, I will end up in the right one. If this is not the right subject for me, I will move through university, so to speak, finding that right room. And I'm seeing 1911 here on the clock. And typically that does speak of major transformations, major also breaking points. It can speak to certain like breakups. For a number of you, maybe you went through a period where you like, actually there was a lot of silence between you and another person, or there was some kind of like break in a story. Anyways, I'm hearing it just didn't serve me at that time. It could be on a spiritual level, even unconsciously, that you kind of connect with that concept. You're like, I know that this is just, it's just not meant to be right now. And I know that it's just not what's right for me right here, right now. Now, for a number of you Pisces, there's that moment, right, where you're like, you're about to turn the page. And you know that, and I'm seeing this was in the past, okay? You're like, well, what is the past? Take as you will. But it's like, I feel like I'm about to like, I'm gonna like let this go. I'm hearing that specifically. Like somebody was like looking at the tent and they're like, you know what? They're not talking to me. And I know that that's not what they really feel. I know that this is not the situation. They're not showing me the truth. And I'm seeing it's such a clear vision of this person looking at this tent and they're like, I'm here, so they're not talking to me. And the person like who was like administering the whole thing, like they're like, you know, kind of facilitating the conversation earlier, like they are like on the phone now, and like they're suddenly like they're in another like story. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, they're on another story. And this person is looking again at this person as they're packing everything up, and they're just like, but it's like kind of like from a distance, and they're like, all right, you know what, like I'm gonna just like kind of like call myself I'm gonna be okay. I'm hearing that as well. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm hearing as well. And it's gonna come back to me. I'm hearing that as well. Like someone maybe left his space and they said, I know, no question, this will be reconnected. So saying the way like maybe someone felt like they so-called lost something, but then they also like they knew like even though it's gone, it's like I find it still. Every time I feel like, oh, it's lost, no, like I know, I feel it. it's here. I'm hearing that. So it's even this feeling of like a mother who like lost their child, and like, but like physically, not like actually. I'm hearing that, like, but in a way of they just couldn't find them, but they knew where they were, like sort of feeling. I'm hearing in the park, in the palace. I'm hearing as well. Anyways, there's no reason to be in the dimension of fantasy, imagination. Now, anyways, lo and behold. Okay, now imagine this, like so-called fast forward. This person, I'm hearing the letter L. I'm hearing they're leery. I'm hearing leads. Hold on, they're in they're in their leadership camp. I'm hearing Leo. I'm hearing as well. There was a Leo, Lear. Hold on, Leo. I'm hearing strongly. I'm hearing Lear. I'm hearing low. I'm hearing they're low. I don't know what that's alluding to. Low. They're like at a club or like leaving a club. I don't know. This is not for everyone. I'm seeing a chandelier as well. Anyways, they're leaving some space. Okay. And they're about to look away or something. They're like, but I'm seeing them, they're in a real busy space. I'm hearing in the park as well. They're leaving a party. I'm hearing that specifically. I'm hearing, excuse me. I'm hearing, pardon me. I'm hearing, excuse me. What's the address? Like, somebody's like confirming something. They're like, I'm hearing core. I'm hearing fitness as well. Okay, anyways, and it's like, And then I'm hearing cord. Anyways, I'm hearing corded as well. I don't know what that's linked to. Anyways, let's backtrack. And like, they're leaving some space, but then they're in this like, I'm hearing they're at the left part of the fountain. I'm hearing the ring. I don't know what that's linked to. They're like in this like roundabout, I'm hearing as well. And they're really aroused. I'm hearing that specifically. Like, they're kind of, I'm hearing receiving, I'm hearing input, like someone's stimulated. I don't know what this might be alluding to, but it could be on, like, I'm seeing like yellow, I'm seeing like there's like some kind of, I'm hearing they've got this activation, it's happening in their solar plexus. I'm hearing that specifically, their solar plexus chakra. They're like really, they're really seeing something very clearly, I'm hearing as well. And there's like a vision that they're having, maybe even at this exact moment in time. Now, I'm seeing this person, they feel like there's something in the corner of their eye almost. Like, they kind of like, it's that moment, like right before you know, like something's like about to happen, you have that feeling, you're like, but you registered on this sort of subconscious level before you actually call it out even. It's like, really, again, like that feeling of like, you seeing someone in an audience, I'm hearing as well, and you're like, I wanna, like, it's this moment, I want to call it out. I'm hearing it's you, and then the curtains close, and you're not able to like communicate, and it's like that kind of thing. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyways, it's that kind of moment where you're like about to also like, you're about to like call it off. I'm hearing call it quits. I'm hearing as well, and I'm seeing someone's in a real busy public space. It's like a park though. I'm seeing like a park grass, right? Okay. And I'm seeing like, it's that moment where someone knows, they're like, yeah, I called them, didn't I? And they're calling me back. I'm hearing right now. And they close their eyes. I'm hearing specifically. And they completely, I'm hearing carried the message. Wow. So something transcended. Hold on. So they like closed their eyes. I'm hearing they made a wish. I'm hearing, and there they were. So someone like, holy shit, like, they wanted something so badly, okay, Pisces, that they were then at that time open to observe it. Wow. So it's like, does that mean that it wasn't there and then suddenly it was, right? Okay. Wow. Real cool, Pisces. But, you know, to say like, and for a number of you, I'm seeing like, there's something that you felt like, it belongs with me. And it's that Pisces, for a number you met, it was in front of you, it was a pet, an animal, whatever it was, right? It was a future, a vision that you had. You're like, it's mine, and I know it, it's for me, and I know it, and there's no way. I'm hearing that I can tell myself as well, that that's not it for me. So for a number of you, you know, this brings me to the sort of sentiment of, it's possible not to have something that you really want. And I believe that it's not. Like, if you truly in your heart, right, you want something, it happens. And if it somehow doesn't happen, then some aspect of your being, be it on a conscious, subconscious level, just doesn't see it yet, okay, as well. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyways, Pisces, now, so I'm seeing someone saw something shiny as well, something sheen. Anyway, so I'm hearing, I saw it. No, I'm hearing, I see it. I'm hearing, I'm seeing it. I'm hearing that, like, so someone realizes something. They and again, I'm seeing this person in this park, and then they see this like puppy. It's like running around. It's so sensational, Pisces. It's that moment when that person like they let go of what the so-called, you know, the adopted dog, and they were like, you know what, I'm hearing, even if like the dog didn't want me at that time, I knew and I know that it would want me. And I'm hearing at a sort of, and it would want to come back. And it's like the level of faith, okay, in this connection for a number of you Pisces, to the degree of, even like, let's say, right, that I saw this dog even in this like in this other person's house at a certain point in time, and then I realized like someone else had adopted it, or let's say like there was a dog up for adoption and it was like in this it was in this like it was in this what is it, is it like a foster home or like an adoption center, and then like one day they called me and they didn't call me back, and then like I couldn't get a call back, and then it would, but again, the level of love and connection here was so strong that this person told themselves, they're like, again, even if I'm hearing I don't get a call back, even if like someone else calls and says, hey, like, you know what, rewind your tape, like we really want him back, I don't know, like, no matter what, like, let's just say the dog is adopted, right? It's like, I realize what the dog is for me, not in relation to the context, the environment, to even the world that we both live in right here, right now. Wow. No matter what the circumstance is, I'm hearing I have this unconditional space of absolute appreciation for what connects us. And it's not something material, tangible, physical. I don't have to be the owner of this dog also to know that. But for a number of you, it's like, it's so powerful, Pisces, and but again, to the point where someone, they just have this feeling, they're like, I will set it free, and even if, let's say, right, again, it ends up in another family, in another family home, even if like it frees itself at a certain point in time, it finds its wings and it finally figures out how to fly, I know that it will know, I'm hearing, where to find me. And it's like they met like twice, maybe, Pisces, like these people, this person, this pet, maybe they went to the shelter like twice, okay, they saw this person like maybe once, maybe twice, and that was it. And they knew, I'm hearing 30 years, I'm hearing that, they said, I'm hearing 20, 27, they said, I know, in my bones, I know, I'm hearing, I know that at that point as well, I will not be 30 years old. Hearing that specifically, Pisces. I will not have traveled any amount of time. But the conversation with my own rule of thumb, the measure by which I make this dream come to life. I'm hearing what I want, I'm hearing will always be there. It's not gonna work out. Okay. It's not gonna either wait for me or I wait for it, and then we wait at the right time in the right way, and then we wake up at the right time, at the same time. It's so much more simple than that. What I see sees me back. What I sow grows. And I know that. I'm hearing, but fertility is a drum that we choose to either play or to prey on. I'm hearing this specifically. When will they call me? When will they see me? When will they talk to me? When will they sue me? I'm hearing, well, when will they call it out? It's gonna be you with an aspect of your being as well, Pisces. And when is it that I see myself, and also what I merge with in that moment? So, is merging a conscious process? Is it something that you actually like can process even, or is it a portal of your personality? Wow. So it's like, what is really outside of us? What is it really that we so-called manifest? What is it that we kind of create? And what is it that is just residing within us, right? That we can sort of I'm hearing replace with these other I'm hearing I'm hearing orientations, right? So for a number of you, now again, let's backtrack. It's a moment when this person, they're in maybe a park or something, and maybe, you know, they kind of they've been like, I'm hearing they're in a crowd, actually. They're like crowding around maybe also like a lot of people, and they turn and they see that one person. They see that prayer that they sent. I'm hearing at that time as well, like, again, someone wished for something, and they turned and they said, I'm about to pass out. That's what they said, Pisces. Someone said, they were like, I didn't plan this. I'm hearing that specifically. And I realize at this point, there's no way that I planned this. This was something we planned. And it couldn't have been any other way. There's no way that this could have come together and like only I wanted it. Okay, there's no way that this could have come together and like only I was wishing for it. And they realized that in that moment. That's when it kind of like dawned on them. They're like, you can't have two ducks quacking, okay? And like confused about why they like, you know, kind of like I'm hearing they kind of like I'm hearing they crawled together, like, I don't know, like they ended up in the same part of the pond, like, you know, okay, I'm seeing two ducks. This came through in a Sag reading, and I think it was October, November, December, January, anyways. I filmed that reading outside. Alright, so, yeah, and it's like, yeah, there's no way. I'm hearing, 'cause I'll let you find love right where you are, 'cause baby, you found love right where you are. So it's like, you know, really made someone actually think, like, how far do they really have to go, right, to find love, like true love, like do you travel to attain it, to find it, to focus on it, you know, in order to focus on it, or does it just kind of does it feel right within you, and how open are you to that feeling? So I'm hearing pre-existence. So it's like something you realize, like, I'm hearing something was actually like pretty clear. I'm hearing that at a certain point, you're like, yeah, that was like actually prepared by our parents as well. I'm hearing that specifically, like, it's just too perfect. I'm hearing that specifically, like, someone feels like there was a definitely divine intervention. I'm hearing GD, GDP, GP. I'm hearing also GRP, grade. I'm hearing as well, like, something was just, it was like, it was just great, the way it all kind of came together. And then I'm hearing, and then I'm hearing pleased to meet you. Yep. They walk through this awning. I'm hearing as well. It's like down this little road. I'm hearing really, like, there's like they're exchanging news. I'm hearing really, did you? I'm hearing read or write. I'm hearing like, so do you read or do you write now? This is maybe like two people even like who they knew each other back in like grade school, and then they so-called grow up, and then they bump into each other at like an amusement park. I'm hearing that as well, and they both have like families. I don't know what's like, anyways. And it's like, you really, wow, so like you ended up riding your bike over there, so that's where you went, and like, but they know where they went. Like, there's no like, this is like an out of focus, like, formal depiction of like the feeling space that's very clear. Like, these two people, or whatever, the animal, the pet, the owner, like the mother smells her kid, right? Or their kid. They can tell their real, like, you know, baby bear from you know, another like lizard, iguana. They freaking know, all right? Like, also when they're around, when they're there. So something about like the senses, but they had this premonition thing. Maybe their nose was itching or something. Someone's super superstitious, very, very, and they got this like, they got these like stingray antenna. Okay, anywho, so it could be considered a stalker. Yeah. Okay, anyways, Pisces. So yeah, and it's like, so were you like supposed to be there or here at that time? And like, so maybe there's like some sort of real talk now here. I don't know, like some real exchange, and they're like, yeah, well, I was just, you know, I was really there, and I was like, you know, again, maybe someone was like trying to prove something, whatever. And like, it's funny because what they come back to as well is like that initial question of like, so why was there a question to begin with? Like, I'm seeing like the dog or whatever, like one person's like, you know, why is it that then you had to go find that quarter to come and like get me? Like, sort of thing. Like, what was up with that whole like conversation also you had to have with like, you know, I'm hearing your dance instructor, and then like you said you couldn't join the team yet because you were like too O'Reilly about it now. I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay, so anyways, yeah, it was like suddenly something became like really official, and like you said you loved me and you said you wanted me, but then you like suddenly had to like go and like, you know, find your system of beliefs, and then you had to like, you know, write it all out on whatever. And so it's like someone was like, you know, it was like we took something so simple and then we like rewound the tape into this like really I'm hearing really rude, I'm hearing piece of like also roomy poetry. I don't know, I mean, like someone feels like you ripped the page of like the roomy poetry that you wrote me like out of the book, and that just gave a different flavor to it. Gave a different taste, you know, to the whole talk. Like, I don't know, someone felt like something just kind of like, it was the same thing, it was just the way it was served was a little different. But they knew that wasn't really them as well. They're like, I know you were not really like acting really right, like you weren't acting really like yourself. I'm seeing a greyhound here, a greyhound dog, little gray greyhound dog. All right, it looks like a whippet. Okay, I'm hearing foundation. It was at the foundation event. Now, anyways, and it's like they're running on like turf grass or like some kind of grass, or running in circles back and forth. Let's clear that. Anyways, and it's like I'm hearing back in Crenshaw. This is a city in, I think, California, Los Angeles, California. All right, now let's backtrack. And it's like, yeah, I'm hearing there were billboards. Let's backtrack though yet again. So I'm hearing, listen, like this person telling this, I couldn't believe it. I'm hearing, no, you don't get it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes that had happened. I'm hearing that specifically. Like they were like, I literally thought that I belonged in like either a sanctuary and I was a freaking god. Okay, or I was seriously, okay, gonna be the study of another I'm hearing psychology grad student, okay, program degree, you know, system that would be like proven, okay, for like after, I'm hearing for after more people, make their, I'm hearing diseases known, like they're like, I'm gonna prove some like new like psycho story, like someone to say in this way, they thought like, okay, I'm either like crazy or I'm like really cool, like, or whatever, maybe both. So so yeah, now for a number of you, like maybe there is like some kind of so-called happen chance event, and it really throws these two people like for a loop, but like back into the same also like bubble together, and it's like we really do belong together. Like I'm seeing people like they end up in the same room and like they're both responsible. They're like, yeah, we're both responsible. It's like the principal who like turns in both students like who were talking at the same time, like also like about each other. I don't know what they do, and like they end up in the same room. They're like back to back, and then they turn around. They're like, oh hi. Great. Okay. It's like heaven in hell. Okay. That needs to talk about heaven and hell, and then hell. Who's in heaven? Who needs to talk about hell and heaven? Like, I don't know what that's alluding to. Take it as you will. Now, so for a number of you, I'm hearing I'm taller. No, I'm taller. I don't know what that, anyways. So I'm hearing 30 again, 33. I'm looking at the clock, 44 right there. So I'm here. Okay, so yeah, now I'm seeing like this person again. They meet, and I'm hearing, oh, don't mention it. I'm hearing, thank you so much. Like, there's something like, there's something I'm hearing, they're like, how old are you? And this person's like, oh, I'm 30. And they're like, oh, really? Wait, throw your thumb up. How many years have actually passed? I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, they're maybe giving them a compliment, or like, they're like calling them back. I'm hearing they're calling them beautiful. I'm hearing as well. I don't know what. Anyways, Pisces. It's your birthday. Okay, enjoy it. So for I don't know, Pisces. So someone's like, maybe they're making some comments, they're maybe even a little bit like shocked. They're freaking shocked. They're like, should I shampoo my hair again? Is it greasy? I feel like I'm greasy right now. Like, I'm so sweaty, like someone's nervous. I'm even seeing two people on like speed dating, and they end up like at the same table again. I don't know, something like that. Anyways. But they first were talking to each other in like on a totally different platform. So like the fact that they met up again in a new way, but in the same way, in a certain way, like, I don't know. I'm hearing that song again by Ed Sheeran. Right where you are, 'cause baby, we found love right where you are. Like, two people maybe even thought, like, we're not gonna talk to each other. You know, you're never gonna find me here. Okay. I'm gonna be playing Quidditch in Costa Rica. I'm hearing as well, and you're not gonna ever find me there. Blah, 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 blah. And they like run off on this like broomstick. I don't know what that's alluding to. And then this other person ends up like in the same like place in Costa Rica playing Quidditch. Okay, like, and they're both arrive on their little broomsticks, and like they end up like working also for the same brand, like the same company. It's like something like that, Pisces. But they didn't like tell each other that either. Okay, like they weren't like, I'm gonna go here, and then they like both happen to find each other. No, like they had no so-called official idea that also. So yeah, it was kind of like happen chance. So anyways, it's like this: two people leaving the same company, ending up working for like the same next company, and there are so many factors and geographical factors involved here that would totally like have this like not make sense. Like, it could be like they moved to the same country, and then they moved to the same city. They had no idea that they were both going to do that. They moved to the same, company in that country, in that city, and they're both working under the same like commercial property manager. I don't know, or like something like that. And they ended up like calling each other. It was so random. Like, it's so funny though. Like they end up like having to like call each other, like they're commissioning a job for each other. It's like so like kind of ironic as well. They're like, wow, like, so we're both like on the same real reality show as well, like real news story. I don't know what that anyways. And so they end up like calling each other, and then they're like, great, so now we're like, we have to be like comrades sort of thing. But no, but I'm hearing they were planning to like eventually also like call them back, but they just wanted to like just kind of like to like walk away a little bit, or like to water the plants a little bit. I don't know what that's about. They're like, you want it, but how much you really want it, sort of thing. Okay, so they're gonna go feed another system, see if that fish follows them back, sort of thing. Anyways, let's backtrack. Not for everyone. No, not is it literal, but it's more like, well, I want to see like if I'm really in love. I'm hearing that as well. So I'm gonna like fall out of the picture and see if, I still paint the frame the same way. Like, and they're even thinking like, I even want to see if it's meant to be, so much so that I will let it go and see, like, if it will still be. Like, I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, someone wants to prove that equation of, like, it's meant to be, Anyways, so, not for everyone. Again, it could be different. It could be metaphorical. Now, for a number of you, it's like, you meet this person again, possibly, for a number of you, and it's like, wow, is that you? Is that the story that you were keeping from me? I'm hearing as well. okay, I'm hearing, I'm over it, it's fine. I'm hearing that as well. Somebody's like, I'm hearing it's the bracket romance. I'm hearing, but remastered with a new, real name now. I don't know what that's about. Like, maybe someone meets someone, they're married. It's like, again, someone maybe sees this dog and they've been adopted by this new family and they're like, oh, so, like, you are real, but you're also, like, really not available. I'm hearing you're really not you're really not talking to me for a reason. I'm hearing as well. So, like, something kind of maybe becomes, like, really real in a certain way. I'm hearing replaced, like you've been replaced, but then it's like, this is not, well, hold on. I'm hearing it raised concerns, it raised questions. Oh, this was in the past, Pisces, for a number of you. Someone maybe, like, they saw something or they saw someone in a certain way, maybe, like, at a certain time, and, like, it gave them this impression. It put a really bad taste in their mouth. Whatever this was, they were like, yeah, I really don't like that. I really don't like fish who choose to sink instead of swim. I'm hearing that as well. Like, maybe someone resisted something and it gave off this impression, and they were like, yeah, if you want to, like, disappear, like, do your thing. Okay, I'm hearing, just don't, like, try to come and, you know, find me. When you wash back ashore and you need to be thrown back into the ocean. And I'm hearing a way home. Like, again, I don't know, but so for a number of you, like, I'm hearing, see, there she is again. I'm hearing she keeps following me. I'm hearing she's at the shore. Like, this is happening by the water. I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing seashells on the shore. It's like, no, you don't get it. Like, she keeps, like, calling me, and I can't do anything about it. Like, this person maybe feels like they're in this weird, truncated reality. They're like, okay, I see her, but she doesn't see me. Like, it's something weird like that. Again, it's like someone who lost someone's number, suddenly they, like, fall into this, like, wrong, hold on. This, like, road, they're like, I took this right turn that I wasn't really, like, supposed to. It was technically the wrong way, but then I was, like, right in front of them. I'm hearing that specifically. So, like, well, the time that I thought that I wasn't really, like, also talking to them, I ended up actually talking to them. So, I don't know, Pisces. There's still a lot going on here coming up for maybe a review. We are in Mercury retrograde. You could have met this person during Mercury retrograde as well, and that could be what's, you know, whatever is unresolved of that space coming through. Now, I'm hearing healer. I'm hearing heal me. Now, I'm hearing heal. So, for a number of you, again, another notification going off on Instagram, and I don't normally focus on Instagram, but I happen to actually post something for the first time in a long time here today, so whatever that may mean, a particular number of you. Now, 555 was on the clock, but when I looked at the clock, it was 556. The alert came through at 556. So there's something that someone, like, they needed to get over something. They need to get over some hump. Maybe there was an activation, some process, even a procedure that they went through, and they were like, okay, I had to get over that on my own as well. I'm here on a personal level, but what is considered on my own, right? Again, how are we really a part? This is definitely an animal for a number of you. I'm seeing, like, dog hair. I'm seeing, like, fuzz, fur. For a number of you, and it's like, yeah, so and then it's like but I'm seeing as well, like, someone saw a person that they lost their number, and then they, like, look up and they see this person, like, laughing, and they're in this, like, really happy place. I'm hearing as well, they're, like, laughing on the phone. I'm hearing, like, on the phone, and they're, like, in public, and they're, like, they have their hand in their, like, chest. I don't know, and they're, like, itching their chest. I don't know what that's alluding to. Someone also has their hand in their pocket, and they look like they're flirting. I'm hearing on the phone, like, I'm seeing this maybe happening in, I'm hearing the Gardens, Kew Gardens, I'm hearing as well. Isn't that in London? But for another number of you, this is happening in New York. Like, I'm almost seeing, like, in, like, Central Park sort of feeling, okay? And it's like, oh my God. I'm hearing it's that paleo, I'm hearing it's the paleo writer. I'm hearing the singer. Like, somebody's like, hold on, this person's also really pale even. They got, like, dark hair. I'm hearing that specifically. They're wearing, like, blue jeans, maybe bell bottom. They love elephants. Something about elephant, maybe elephant print. They're like, they called me and, like, hold on. They're corduroy. I'm hearing as well. They're like a mustard green color pants. I'm hearing that. So they're literally, I'm hearing curly hair as well. I'm hearing that. So they're literally, they're curled up. I'm hearing in a ball on their bed as well. Okay, so maybe someone is like, they see someone but like from afar even, and they're like, that's definitely them. I'm hearing, are they drunk? I'm hearing that as well. They're like, okay, did they plan this? Like, someone's like thinking, they're like, are they like planning to meet? Like what? Okay, so they're like, no, there's no way. I left them no trace. Absolutely no trace. They would have no idea that I would also have left them here to meet them there. Like, someone, like, they feel like they left no clues, but then the dog freaking found the bone sort of feeling, okay? Like, even though they, like, they dug it up and they left it somewhere. So they thought the dog is not going to think that that's the bone that, like, the dog is looking for a buried bone. So there's no way that they would find it right there, but this is right there. So I don't know what that's alluding to. The dog was like, that's my freaking bone. Okay, you bozo. You bozo human. Who's supposedly my best friend and I'm yours, okay? You literally dug, I'm hearing you built up this whole, like, broken fence idea thing to make me think that, alright, so maybe someone, like, lost their pet or something, their dog or something, and then they, like, came back. Anyways. Or they found them. I'm hearing by 7-Eleven next to the track. I don't know, track and field. I'm here as well. Maybe in like a school. Anyways, by a bus. Anyways, let's backtrack. And it's like, yeah, it's like this person dug up the bone for them, left it there. They're like, it's exclusive. I don't know what that's about. Exclusive news. Like, they're like, oh, here, let me show this to you in a really obvious way, but like in a really like incoherent way as well, so that you're like so you'll be confused. But the dog was definitely not confused. The dog knows what the bone is, you know, which bone is also which bone. You could hold up like with dogs who have a really good smell as well. You could have a bone, let's say that you've been like throwing around with them, right, or like a stick, or even like a rock. You could be like playing around with that rock here and there a little bit, throw it, hurl it into this like sea of green ivy. They can run into that field even of grass with hundreds of sticks and rocks and whatever else, and they will bring back that same one bone, one stick, one rock, whatever it is, even a freaking leaf. They'll bring it back, that one little blade of grass. And, you know, you superhuman looking at the blade of grass like, oh, they're all green. They'll never think, you know. No. They definitely know also when you stole the wrong one back and you like threw it again. Okay, anyways. I'm hearing, yeah, no, but this is like our bedroom dynamic. I'm hearing that's what you don't get it. This is, yeah, okay. So anyways, I don't know what that is alluding to. Take it as you will, apply to the you do, but I'm hearing foam, sea foam, green. Again, I'm hearing that specifically green around the mouth as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. Now, so someone's like drinking a green drink, something like that as well. Anyways, now somebody, they look at like the furthest, I'm hearing pole to them, and they're like, should I offer her a drink? I'm hearing that as well. They're like, they're like, but I'm seeing green turf again. They're like, should I offer her to like come back? I'm hearing, should I bring her something? And then bring it back? And then and then like throw up in the bowl. I'm hearing throw the bowl. I don't know what that's like. Somebody's like, they want to maybe admit something even. I don't know. Like they want to throw something up. I don't know what that's about. But they see someone, maybe this is like an event, maybe someone's even drunk. I don't know what this alludes to, Pisces. And I don't drink, I don't know what's going on. But maybe somebody's like, again, they're thinking, what's the right time? Like, is it the right time? Like somebody's thinking like, wait, and then they freaking realize, like, ironically, like, it's not timing. It's not timing that's at play. So now they see this person again, and they're thinking, is it also what I see? Like, so maybe they're questioning. They're like, am I just like coloring in the lines the way I want to see it? So they're kind of really honestly wondering. They're like, am I going crazy? Like, am I seeing things? Like, maybe if someone sees someone, like, their name on a list and they go cold. Their blood goes freaking cold. They're like, is that their name? Wait a second. There's no way. What? Of all of the whales in the deep blue sea, this one whale comes back to wink at me? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So, anyhow, so maybe someone's definitely working with an animal of some kind. Anyways, and I'm hearing it's a booby trap, be careful. I don't know what that's about. No. Someone's a breeder, I'm hearing as well. Anyways. And, I'm hearing bring Mickey back to the mouse. I don't know what that's alluding to. So, then they're, like, standing there, and they're thinking, well, I could offer her something. I could awkwardly act like I'm an emotional wreck and avidly support her newest venture. Okay. Opportunity A. What's going to be the cost of that? Like, someone's like, they start figuring alternatives in their head. They're thinking, how do I handle the situation? Like, maybe I can offer this new family to, like, buy their frog off of them. They're leaping frog right now. Like, someone has, like, an animal. Again, it's, like, with another family. It's, like, running around in this, like, in this riverbank as well. So, I don't know what. Anyways. And so they're like, well, maybe I can, like, offer them money, but then that's gonna be also, like, written off, I think. Like, they're not gonna sell their dog on the spot for, like, you know, the right amount of cash. They've got, like, you know, rings and hoops around its neck. It's happy here. I'm just thinking, like, someone's, like, looking at this again, adopted up, but they're telling themselves, they're like, but I know, okay, that it's not really where I want to be, and I also know that it's not really the situation as well, okay? So, and it's funny, because at this point, the dog has not seen this person. Like, it's just running around with their new toys with this family, all right? So, but from the outside in, like, the person who recognizes the dog first is like, he doesn't see me, and I know that. I realize that. And I realize that right now, this feeling right here feels like, makes me feel like it's not real, and it's also not really what they want. Because in that moment, what they see is the dog is, like, running around kind of happy with the new family. But the feeling is, like, deep inside they know. They're like, well, at any moment I could switch it. I could switch it on, and I could stop the cycle as well. I'm hearing that specifically, and I can walk over there and say, hey, you stole my puppy. I'm hearing that specifically, like, and I could own it, and I could rock it, and I would totally, like, roll out with that dog, and I know it if I really wanted to. So somebody, like, they're on, but it's yeah, and so, well, it's interesting, because think about it, right? They see, like, some scene of a movie, even though they know the last chapter. It's like that kind of feeling. They're like, yeah, it's really convincing that right now, okay, Harold is at home, and he's not, you know, with his real wife. I don't know what that's alluding to. But we have to have hope because we know the ending. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but maybe someone, like, they literally looked again, like, at this puppy, and they're thinking, they totally, like, they're playing with this, like, piece of yarn right now, and this is in the yard and with a stick, and you know, they look kind of stupid cute doing that, and yeah, I kind of want to watch them do that as well and get a kick out of it. And I love them, so I would want to see them happy in whatever context, and I realize that it's unconditional love, but like I do really want to like call them over and like just clear the air. I'm hearing that as well. Whoa, I'm seeing like kind of like a ghost like looking creature. I don't know what, like somebody, they felt, it's somebody walking. It's kind of dark outside, and so some kind of light, maybe like they walked by a light, so, and it like showed a different side of them. Okay, interesting. So they're wearing like this like looks like a cloak, like a black blazer outfit, whatever, but it was the way that they walked by the light shone on like the back of them, and it looked kind of like it lit up like kind of like ghost like. Anyways, so somebody like they also were reminded of something, perhaps, and they were like, yeah, I don't want to, do I want to redial that number yet? Nah, I don't know about that. I don't want to redial that. I don't know. So they like wanted to, but they really didn't feel like it was actually really time, even though they knew that it could be, whatever that means, because again, time doesn't exist. Now, so anyways, so they like look, they saw this dog. Okay, I'm hearing French. I'm hearing French Beagle. I'm hearing Bulldog mix. I'm hearing as well. It's like a very like particular, even a particular like position that the dog was in, where you could like really recognize like very, very well. Okay, like that it was that dog. Okay, something like that. And that was something that they picked up on also, like when they first met the dog. They were like, that's their little quirk, and like I know it from afar. I could pick up on it. Like, anyway, so now this person's like thinking of all of these ways. They're like, okay, drum roll please. They're like, okay, well I could like, you know, kind of like say, I could kind of like just start talking also, and just see like, you know, some kind of like story comes out. I can like kind of like see myself also like wearing like I'm hearing a 2 feet dress. What's that about? Okay, like it's like this person's like just, they're running through all these ideas. Okay, they're like, oh, I could really also like work my magic and like, you know, meditate on it, and then like march over there, and I'm hearing master the craft and the whole conversation, and like I could do that, and then but then I could like also come back at another time and then just, you know, cave in later. And it's like, I don't know what that's alluding to, but like in some ways, like this person's like, well, this is the opportunity of a lifetime, but then they're like, but time doesn't exist. So then they're wondering, do I walk over there and like wash off my my surfboard? Like I'm hearing that as well. Like I'm seeing someone who, they were surfing and then they landed on the coast for like a real brief period of time. They're walking around. Their intention was not to like walk around on the sand. Like they wanted to jump back in and like surf the waves. But then while they were walking, like they just happened to walk into also someone, maybe. So, and they were like, well, do I like wait here and like do this? But like, I'm not, that's just not my time. The timing's not right for me. So something became very clear. They were like, all right, they looked at a situation from micro and macro both. They were like, well, I want it. I do. But, you know, am I ready? Right? So maybe like the circumstance is right. Maybe to come forward and show that it is open. I'm hearing still as well. I don't know what that's alluding to, but the question is, am I right for the right circumstance yet? So maybe, you know, someone was like, well, I realize that I can't be afraid, you know, and I want to like really play this right. And I want to, I'm hearing, I want to be ready. I'm hearing when I'm right. Wow. So it's like there's something that someone is inverting. Okay, they're like, it's not about it's not about really like the image and it's also, it's about the caption, but it's also not just about the caption and only the image. So it's like someone feels like it has to be right, like on more than just one level. And it's not just like a story that, you know, it's like where we really do want to tell Juliet in the middle of Romeo and Juliet that she's just perfect and that she's fine and that there's nothing wrong with her. But Romeo has a role to play, and it requires of him to kind of, I'm hearing radio date his own his own doings. I don't know what that's alluding to, but somebody feels like, we'll get on there on the clock, 109:19, 9 and 1. This is talking about a major sort of like breakthrough of a major cycle. So someone's like, in order to bring it back together, you don't get it, we have to break it back apart. So it's even this kind of feeling where, you know, hopefully not, but like when someone like breaks a bone or something, sometimes in order to fix it, like so that it really grows like perfectly in place, they need to like break it again. They need to like re-break it so that it falls back into place. I don't know, I've heard that. But anyways, and so people I'm hearing are like, there are people in this environment as well, and that's also a circumstance. I'm hearing that specifically. They're thinking, well, there's this like person with them, and well, but it's like, I'm hearing antimony. I'm hearing A-N-T. Aunt. I'm hearing Antoine. It's like, it's an announcement, like all of its own. Like it's just gonna be really, I'm hearing, it's gonna breed. I'm hearing as well a whole new breed of its own. Like it's gonna just, I think I could create more problems by even promoting this. So I don't know what that's alluding to. Maybe someone just felt like it's just better to be like silent. I'm hearing in a certain way. So maybe someone just they didn't approach something, okay? Like they kind of they added a little, I'm hearing addendum to that. There was like a very brief little chirp of the bird, and then it was chased down. I'm hearing with like a bottle. Like someone even met someone in like a club or like at an event, and then they were like, oh my gosh, I'm hearing you cheated on me. I don't know what those mean. Anyways, and it's like, could be metaphorical, whatever. And I'm hearing twins here very strongly, and it's like, no, I was just testing you, I was just teasing you, whatever. Like, this is not the time. I mean, so someone felt like, okay, look, maybe I should just like, I'll just like give him a little trailer, and then I'll like give him this like cup of wine, and we're just gonna drink it off. I don't know, like, but it was like very like, it was in this way. If someone bumped into someone who they knew after a long time, they just kind of like bumped their glass to theirs, and then they like took a sip of their drink, and then they just kind of like, bye. So they like made it feel like a boat in the waves, and like the wave is taking us this way. Let's just be in the boat right now, right? And blame it on the wave and the boat and the way that the boat needs to, you know, like work with the wave. All right, it's okay. And then we're gonna kind of like, you know, bounce back. Yeah, okay. And so I don't know. It's kind of like an awkward encounter, but I'm hearing I see you see me. Seriously. So yeah. Anyhow, no, for another number of you though, like someone was like truly like, okay, so I'm hearing, do they have their worms? See, they don't have worms. Like, so someone like, they kind of detected something, like, or maybe they now, whatever the circumstance is, it like proved something to this person. Like their original concern with the whole quarter thing, I don't know what that's alluding to, became like very clear. They're like, yeah, so there's absolutely no way of that. Okay, whatever. Now, I'm hearing clean up. So anyways, now, so someone, in a certain way, I'm hearing that situation like clear the air or something in the air or some aspect of the air. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyhow, Pisces. Now, so then I'm hearing they told themselves, look, okay, I'm going to wait until like they're a little taller, I'm a little taller. They tie their shoes, I tie my shoes. Because I also don't want to have to like go over there and like, then I'm gonna have to like walk off and like tell them to like keep the leash on the dog, and then I'm gonna pay them back for it. Like, I don't know. It was like really like all of these tricky little little factors as they may have perceived it, okay, to like getting the whole takeaway message talked out. They felt like it's just the circumstance may just not be right. So for whatever reason, this is for a number of you, this person actually walked away. They walked away from, I'm hearing the waterfront, I'm hearing Watergate. They passed up a so-called pristine opportunity to pop the question. I'm hearing that as well. And they walked on. Now, for a number of you, then, what I'm seeing is, it's interesting. I'm hearing Papa don't preach, da 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 da, Papa don't preach. Is that song by Madonna? It's like, they kind of told themselves, like, look, it's not up to me to, like, also prove anything here, okay? Like, I don't want to go over there and, like, preach, you know? So maybe someone said, hey, I just want to take a back step. I'm going to let them learn their lesson on their own when they're ready, if it's ready, when, then it'll fall into my lap. So, you know, they didn't want it to have to be the kind of situation where they, like, run over there and they, like, rudely, like, also introduce themselves, like, in front of this other person, because maybe, again, there are, like, other people there. I'm seeing a bird here flying from one tree to the next. Now, this exact card actually reminds me of the Three of Cups. Okay, so maybe, like, there are people casually talking, and it's just, again, circumstance, something's off. Now, I'm hearing, you know where to reach me. I'm seeing that someone communicated that, okay, like, indirectly. They walk off. They literally look away. They give that little, I'm hearing that little rag doll. I'm hearing that rag doll, they're looking back at the dog, okay? And the dog has this, like, little, like, got this, like, wavy hair. I don't know. They like, shape themselves out a little bit in a certain way, and they, like, give this, like, one last look to the dog before they admit to themselves that I'm hearing that they are also attracted to it. I don't know. I'm hearing, but hold on. But they are going to, approve that message later. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing Cancer, Leo right here real strongly. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna approach them later. I'm hearing that specifically. They're like, yeah, okay, I'm hearing ale. I'm hearing good ale. A-L-E. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna allow them to also announce it. Okay, interesting. So they were like, yeah, let me just, you know. So this person, like, again, they turn and they give one last look at also this person. I'm hearing port, P-O-R-T, and they depart. I'm hearing that, like, this person, like, they, like, get on this ship. It's even, like, right before someone's, like, leaving even, like, a country or something, or, like, they're leaving some place, and they're, like, they even see someone, like, while they're traveling. They're, like, about to fly out, even. And, like, I'm hearing, like, all aboard, and it's like, yeah, I'm, like, punching my ticket. I'm getting on that flight. I'm not gonna, like, wait, you know, in the world of wonder here. Sorry. Okay, and they walk away, and they get on their flight, even, like, they see someone in, like, a terminal, and they just really like that. Sensational Pisces, like. And so anyways, they're like, yeah, okay, so it's fine. So they walk away. And they wait. I'm hearing 7. I'm hearing 7. I'm hearing 8. 7 to 8. I'm hearing long days. I'm hearing hours. I'm hearing nights. Wishing that they would be together. I'm hearing again, like, hold on. So I don't want to say, well, hold on. I'm hearing, I blame myself. I'm hearing, or them. One second. I'm hearing boop. I don't know what that's alluding to. Hold on. They're like, was that real? Did that really happen? I'm hearing someone saying that. I'm hearing the beads on their neck. Something about someone's jewelry, maybe. I'm hearing, oh dear. I'm hearing, find me. I'm hearing, find me another man. I don't know what that's going to. Someone's going, they're like trying to get advice, they're trying to get like proof, maybe even cross check. I'm hearing that. Like, they're like, can you give me like proof? They want proof. Someone's on a flight though. They're like about to fly out. They're like, I need proof that I did the right thing, that I didn't like fuck over my future. I'm hearing that as well. They're like, please, like, can you please like find me like a really sharp razor. We need to like etch this into stone and see like if it still exists. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but maybe they have this like kind of like this gut-wrenching reaction. They're real nervous. They're like bumping their knees like side to side, kind of like they're really like, they're thinking like, shoot, did I just like break a covenant? I'm hearing about, wow, looking at this guy walking, he has this bright yellow jacket on, and then all of a sudden right then he stops and it looks like he's looking down at his phone. So someone feels like, did I just believe in like failure instead of faith, and then I like freaking folded the book up, and now it's like a lawn chair that's like gonna end up in like in some like landmine like 4 good years later. Like, I don't even know, maybe someone like discarded something and they didn't mean to, and they're like, oh, it's in the trash now, it's gonna end up like in some landmine, like, you know where the garbage ends up. Anyways, I don't know. And so it's like, they're like, I'm hearing good years. I'm hearing 4 good years have passed and none of the letters have been opened. I'm hearing that specifically, like, I'm hearing 7, 8. So somebody here has like, even like they're sailing. I'm hearing that as well. They're like, well, I'm going to save the date. I'm going to come back to it. Okay. So someone maybe like, there's something even about the date. Anyways, this is like related to music, I'm hearing as well, and a lawn chair. I'm hearing that specifically by the I'm hearing there was just too much pressure. And it wouldn't have been even like prepared, so I felt like I should have just pooped instead and like worked on myself some more. So someone felt like there would always be room to like present themselves again even. Now, anyways, so this person, again, they leave and they're thinking, well, maybe like the family will also learn like a little more about the dog, and then realize that the dog maybe, doesn't really belong with them, and then maybe something will, so they're thinking that maybe time will kind of like also clear the trouble spots, like make those tricky factors sort of like easier to also like they kind of like disappear. They're like, maybe the things that were like the issue would then kind of like work themselves out. So this person was kind of wishing that they would also like maybe meet them again. 1 second, Pisces, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Right, we're back. So yeah, for a number of you, it's like, it's interesting. What I'm getting is that, well, a few things. Number one, there's something that needs to be made really clear. Like, this person, whoever this was, like, it's not, they had an answer. Like, they knew the answer. They maybe even had an answer that they felt they could give someone, right? Maybe if they had, like, whatever it was, okay? It's not that, like, let's say someone was silent and they felt like they couldn't talk. They could talk if they wanted to, if they chose to in that moment, if they chose to. So, the answer was there. Okay, but maybe someone felt like they believed, Pisces, they believed that there was a better way to kind of like go about it. And so, anyways, for a number of you though as well, there was like this influence from the environment. There was something about the environment that was influencing how they perceived of even their own answer. So, and what they knew to be true, what they absolutely saw. So it's kind of interesting because if you think about it, right, like, at the end of the day, like, can something affect, right? Like, can something give more substance to, or make more real, or make more appropriate the truth? If the answer simply is, well, I love you and I want XYZ, right? If that's the core, the foundation, the focus of also what someone truly believes to be the future, if they were to announce that in any way at any time, you know, why is it, let's say, that it would work at certain times and not at others? So it's like, whatever the reaction is to that space is the reaction simply, and if it is sort of like reflected and meant to be so called, you know, then why wouldn't it be, right, at any time? So in other words, it's like, if that person, you know, ran up to the family and said, hey, I'm in love with your dog, regardless, and explain the situation, whatever it was, regardless of the circumstance, right? Even if, let's say, the family was like, well, we love him too, we want to keep him, you know, at the end of the day, still, if it's meant to be, right, regardless of if it happens in that moment or not, it will still be. So maybe, like, someone was just getting a little freaked out. I'm hearing inchworm. He's like an inchworm, inch by inch. Okay, so I'm hearing he accommodates his own action. So maybe you're dealing with someone who's also very careful. They're like, maybe even a little bit paranoid. They're like, but on both ends. They're like, if I do it, then what? If I don't do it, then what? And so they kind of like, they're in this state of like paralysis where they're just spinning, and they're not saying anything. I'm hearing they're not, but it's specifically like with sorry. I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyhow. Now, Pisces, for a number of you, they really like, they turn around, they're like, what if I never see them again? They turned around and they started to like stumble with their words. I'm hearing stumble with their walk. I'm hearing, and all of their I'm hearing their Tootsie Pops like started to, it didn't do it for them anymore. To say that maybe it kind of gave them this, like, I'm hearing tricky, I'm hearing trip or fall mentality. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, they felt like, well, either it's like everything where it's not, and then, you know, it's like it was, and then, you know, so maybe someone felt like they were fearing, like, if their future was like, I'm hearing ahead of them or like behind them. Like, it's kind of like that. It's kind of interesting. Like, oh shoot, like, now I'm a follower instead of like a, you know, I'm hearing like, oh, I'm a runner instead of a chase kind of thing. Like, I don't know what that's linked to. Anyway, someone feels like to say this way, maybe they felt like they sabotaged, okay, some kind of experience. Now, I'm seeing the gym here as well for a number of you. Like, there's some kind of active environment here where someone had met someone. Anyways, whatever. Now, for a number of you Pisces, I'm hearing, no, there were seagulls around. I'm hearing that, and I'm hearing seagulls, like the birds, like, like usually by water, right? So, anyways, I'm hearing plaid. They were wearing plaid. I'm hearing they had a backpack on. This is for a number of you. And they were like packing up all their things. They were playing with their, like, I'm hearing with their secrets. I don't know what that's about. They had like a notebook, maybe. Maybe this was in class for a number of you. Anyways, then someone, like, again, I'm hearing it. They left, they let them go, and then they, like, I'm hearing it was lift off time. So maybe this was like right before someone was about to even like get on a flight. I'm hearing, I'm free, and like someone, I'm hearing commercial. I'm hearing after this commercial break. So like someone felt like they're kind of like off the hook with something, and they felt like, well, I'm just gonna like go and create my own reality. And then like they felt like I'm not, maybe it was like an existential sort of thing. They felt, I'm not a prisoner of, like, you know, the person that I felt I needed to be, like, also around this person. Maybe they felt like they made some sort of major headway. Like, they didn't have the same sort of, like, heaven or hell reaction I'm hearing as well, in the way of, well, I have to have it. Okay, so maybe they felt kind of, like, proud or happy about not being, like, so involved in the tug of war. Okay, kind of, like, tension, you know, that it allowed them to kind of, like, feel free also to experience the cycles and how they may come together. So someone is like truly like, I'm excited to see how the door opens again. So now let's backtrack back to that initial image that we jumped into the reading with Pisces of the person on the carousel, right? And so what I'm seeing is that it's almost as if I'm seeing someone like clapping as they move around the carousel, but it's like someone is like clapping at each sort of interval. Okay, I don't know what that's alluding to. You usually clap when you kind of make headway with something, right? So now it's interesting because there could be a focus on clearing and cleansing as well. Someone who perhaps had needs and they needed to address them, and they needed to address them, and they knew that no one else could be involved in that process. So maybe someone didn't want to also like impose their so-called issues on another. They were like, it's just not right. Like, I could technically have them here and like have it, you know, have it all. I'm hearing all or nothing at all. Like, it could happen like that, but I don't want it to happen like that. Okay, so somebody was like actually containing their libido in a certain way anyways, because they felt like maybe it would lead to a place that just wasn't right. Now, I'm hearing they had children. Okay, so let's backtrack. Now someone felt kind of stupid. I don't know what those other. On one hand, they were like, I'm a premeditator who doesn't like take the opportunity once what I've meditated on does come around. Like, on one hand, they felt like it could be kind of like, it could be looked through the lens like that, okay? Like, so simple, and like, it's like you were stalking someone, and then the minute that they actually stopped to talk to you, you like stopped talking to them first. Like, I don't know, it's something kind of like that. Now, but on the other hand, okay, you kind of handed yourself as well at the same time an opportunity to like have more to hold on to. I'm hearing later, for you, it could be like a negotiation. It's that kind of feeling, okay? Yeah, it could be also competitive, all right, but apply to situation as you do. Now, Pisces. Again, this person leaves. Now, I'm seeing sort of so-called fast forward. This person lands on the same exact spot where they initially, I'm hearing, missed them. So let me say it in this way, where someone left someone kind of like hanging at the very last. I'm hearing a tanning booth. I'm hearing as well, like they met up with them again there. Now, for a number of you, I'm seeing this person again, like somehow maybe makes another movie script. I don't know what that's alluding to, but they like kind of they merge with another moment in time. And it may not be conscious. It's kind of like, I'm seeing again, like two people who like, again, they come together maybe at another place, but in the same place, but in another time, but at the same time. That sounds like a parallel universe, guys. Okay. Pisces, where are you at? Okay. What happened to the Pisces number of views? Usually the highest number of views. What happened to the Pisces views in March? What the heck? Where are the Pisces at? All the Pisces on vacation, Pisces vacation. Yeah, we're in the parallel universe. Nat, we're hanging out here. You're still on? Okay, you're still on. You're still on the I hope train. We're in the property own. I'm here in the property stage. I'm here. We own the dream. I don't know what Pisces. So it's like the kind of thing of like, I want it versus I am it. That's kind of what I'm feeling right here. Okay, anyways, but let's get back into it. Pisces. Now, so yeah, I'm hearing there was a pause here. Something stopped. Maybe two people took a break. I'm seeing like a stop sign here. I'm hearing also stog. But I'm hearing stalking. Okay, so someone's like, stop stalking me. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, anyways, now, Pisces. Now, it's interesting. I'm hearing, stop pretending to stalk me. I'm hearing that as well. Okay. So two people, they show up, though, again. I'm hearing a little late this time. But this time, I'm hearing the dance is without the hour. I'm hearing of the clock that tells them that it is actually time. Interesting. So it's almost like something has been replaced. Some perspective of this reality has been sort of like reconsidered, reshifted. It's like what we actually also thought was really the point here, or like really what was important, or meaningful or real about this connection actually wasn't, or possibly wasn't. Now, for me, it has to do with the concept of pain and channeling that in ways that are, I'm hearing chosen, I'm hearing deliberate, I'm hearing inappropriate for the emotional context of the situation. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, 11:22 on the clock there. For a number of you, it's like, how do we create with the concept of the past or pain, or the concept of the perception of any part of our history, of our story? In other words, how do we take what we've lived through and we love it? How do we learn to look at what we have created in the way of how it can be? I'm hearing more than. I'm hearing created with. So somebody perhaps is at that point of wanting to take also theory and work with it in practice. Take what is also, again, kind of like perceived as holding potential, and seeing that in the space of I can create with it, absolutely, without any boundaries to that space of the potential, without any sort of like, I'm hearing appropriate attire as well to wear in order to carry the dream out. So for a number of you, it's like, it's something very clear, right? It's like, I'm the creator. I'm not a victim of, I'm not at the mercy of the version of the story that even I tell at times. Okay. I can at any moment drop. I'm hearing the verandum. I'm hearing that tells me and others that the time will tell me who I am. Wow. Interesting. I'm hearing we tell ourselves that we were told to behave. I'm hearing as well so differently. But at the end of the day, we realize that truly, I'm hearing what we resist, I'm hearing, is that we're all the same. Wow. So for a number of you, it's like you really do want something and you know that. And the interesting thing here at this point is not, do I really want it? It's, am I ready to want it right here, right now? And thereby, is it something that I realize I want? Is it that, am I on board with this desire on every level and aspect? And sometimes, we can say, well, I think I want that. Kind of like, say, a teenager who's like, I really want to be in that relationship. And then let's say it just doesn't happen. And then down the line, they're like, well, wow, I realize, what, in my adolescence that really actually wasn't what maybe my higher self wanted, right? Or maybe what I actually hoped for truly. So it's kind of interesting, like at times, to think what is actually operating, what's at the wheel, what really is driving the so-called desire, right? It's like, what is it? Is it pressure in certain ways? So I'm hearing to also create a certain outcome. So at times, do we get stuck in this sort of like remote location of even our psyche where it's like, I really want this, I really want this, I really want that. And it's like to the level and the degree where it's like the want becomes the want and not really the feeling of knowing that if it's right there already, right? Like whatever is really truly there is there. There's no process of wanting it. So if we ever feel like we want something, then something's wrong with that situation. I'm hearing that as well. If we ever get to that point where we feel, well, I really, really want this, right? Then it's sort of like acknowledging that there's a gap between you and that one thing, in which case, what is it? What is it that you're not seeing of yourself, that you truly see yourself seeing? Wow. I'm hearing it's as simple. I'm hearing as wanting. I'm hearing to welcome this world into your dream. It's powerful, Pisces, and it's all yours. Everything that you create, it's yours. It's not what you come home to. It's not what you create. I'm hearing as well. It's the color that you see of yourself, actually, as well, like your potential. So for me, this is like, well, I realize I'm a creator, and that I also have to be careful with what I create, because at any point in time, I could choose a color that I don't really want to, end up like coloring with for like also that long. Like, I don't know, Pisces. So what I'm getting at is like, it's really questioning, it's placing questions around the driving force and motivation for your creations. At times you're like, well, I can, like on one level or another, you realize I'm a creator and I can create anything. But then it's like, I'm seeing that you're getting to the point where you're like, well, why is it that I create the things that I do in the moments that I do? So it's beautiful, Pisces. Enjoy this period. Love and light to you here, and I'll see you soon.